Alright, happy Friday. What's up? How's it going? Okay, just double checking. It should be good then. We should be all set. Wait, hang on. Am I coming through? Hello? Oh, there we go. Alright. Are you ready? Are you ready? Gotta go back to the past. Pokemon Blue. Wait, shoot. I should have said that as I switched over to the right layout. Hey, how's it going? Oh, shoot. Am I too bright? Probably a little too bright. Probably a little too much. Let me bring that down. And is that down? Is that right? Do I look too white? Probably a little. Dude, hang on, let me stand up. Let me stand up and actually adjust my... Oh, I was pressing up, not down. There we go. Why did they put the positive on the bottom and the negative at the top? Okay, that looks a bit better. Also, shoot, I didn't move chat to the right place. Here we go. Hello, sorry I'm late. Hey, congrats on the channel achievement. Hey, thank you. Greetings. Ah, Blue, the memories. I miss the old days. Yo, congrats on 100K. Yeah, thank you. I know, right? We had the stream last week of the little countdown. Last week was a really fun stream. I will talk to you. I will show you guys everything that happened after. Well, not everything that happened, but a few things that happened afterward when we get to our stream wrap up at the end of this stream. But yeah, wow, 100,000 subscribers. Like I said, yeah, last week's stream was the celebration stream, or the countdown plus a bit of celebration. Today, we're going back to the past with Pokemon Blue, playing the original game. Okay, technically, we're not playing this game 30 years later. Technically, because Blue came out like in 98. At least this version of it. And hey, thank you Justin Dowds for the membership renewal. What's up? Who says, I know why the protagonist is called Red. That's where we leave Blue. And after we beat him during the championships, we get Blue down to Red to become the champion. True. Oh boy, I wonder which game you're playing. I bet it's Yellow. That's true. Which, by the way, if you're not a member, we have a members Discord server, which I did show off the stream layout a bit when I was working on it this week. Very simple thing. Just built it with vectors. Very simple stream layout. And we're going to pick new game. I forgot to wipe it completely. Yeah, I recently joined the Discord. Yeah, thank you. Glad you did. Glad to have you there. And I got to post some more stuff. But point is, I did see there is a save file on this. We're not going to look at it. It was barely a badge through. It is like maybe 30 minutes into the game. We're playing a new game. Which, yes, I did go and get the cartridge. So I had this cartridge last week, ready to go. But then the whole, 100,000 stuff. I'm gonna actually use the stream as an excuse to beat Yellow. Ooh, like you did back with the gold playthrough. Ooh, nice idea. Good luck. All right, we will. We're doing a vanilla playthrough. I'm not doing any Nuzlocke or anything. Piccolo arms folded. Time to go back to basics. Oh, first time seeing a Pokemon Blue playthrough. Ooh, nice. It's been a while since I played it. Last I played it was actually 10 years ago for the when they released it on Virtual Console. I'm not gonna read all the dialogue in the game, but let's at least start with this one. Hello there. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. I given too much of an accent. My name is Oak. People call me the Pokemon Professor. Prof is short for Professor. This world is inhabited by creatures called Pokemon. For some people, Pokemon are pets. Others use them for fights. Myself, I study Pokemon as a profession. First, what is your name? Alright, we're gonna do it. We're gonna be me playing Pokemon Blue for the first time. Years ago. Right, so your name is Josh. This is my grandson. He's been your rival since you were a baby. Baby rivals? We had baby fights here? What is his name again? Can we name the rival YouTube? Jack. I like the default names here. Red, Ash, Jack. Blue is not a default name here. Interesting. What should I name him? I like just naming... I think in other times I nickname my rival Jeff. Because... you know. My name Jeff. Should we call him Jack? What do we call him? Honestly, maybe I just correct it and call him Blue here. Evil Josh? I don't think that'll fit. Look, you can only use 7 letters. Actually, wait. Hang on. The opposite of Josh. I've got it. I know exactly what to name him then. That's right. I remember now. His name is Drake. Oh, you think YouTube would fit? Yeah, it is 7 letters. Josh, your very own Pokemon legend is about to unfold. A world of dreams and adventures with Pokemon awaits. Let's go. I hate how little text you can see because I forget where the sentence is supposed to end. Oh, man, look at it. Wow. Here we are. The bad Josh. The bad Josh would fit, you're right. Or, no, actually, what you should be Wajosh. Like Waluigi and Wario. Let's withdraw that item. Also, I think volume sounds pretty good, right? Balance. Audio balance is pretty good. And hey, thank you. We got, let's see. Okay, here's the thing. So, YouTube, on the chat, it only shows the handles. And I hate everything shows the handles. So I know everyone's handle isn't their same as their new username. So I believe Larry gifted a membership and thank you. And then Miranda Ray grabbed that membership. Thank you both. Thank you for the gifted membership and thank you if you joined. Because that's the thing. I know that some gifted memberships, you can end up getting them if you're not in stream. So some people get a lovely surprise when they watch a video and then see their name at the very end. They do get notified. They should get a notification. Also, look, the TV... Oh, wait. Hang on. I should have... Oh, Twitch does that too? Oh, wait. No, it is the TV at the bottom. Because this one only has the SNES. There's a movie on TV. 4 boys are walking on railroad tracks. I better go too. Okay, yeah, an email. You get an email about gifted memberships. Ah, yes. Let me... Okay, fast text speed. And we should be good after that. I'm jamming out to the Pallet Town theme. I feel like my hair looks a bit weird. Honestly, I gotta figure out what to do with it. I'm like, when should I cut it? Should I cut it now? Or how long do I let it grow? Yeah, we know what movie they're referencing. Yeah, supposedly they're referencing Stand By Me. Which I watched a few years ago. Oh yeah, the music video. Yeah, they did recreate it in the music video too. Also, hang on, I'm trying to remember. Oh yeah, this is what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to go this way. Hey, wait, don't go out. It's unsafe. Wild Pokemon live in tall grass. You need your own Pokemon for your protection. I know. Here, come with me. Look at him go. There's Professor Oak. Gramps, I'm fed up with waiting. Drake? Let me think. Oh, that's right. I told you to come. Just wait. Here, Josh. There are 3 Pokemon here. Haha. They are inside the Pokeballs. When I was young, I was a serious Pokemon trainer. In my old age, I have only 3 left. But you can have one. Choose. Hey, Gramps, what about me? Be patient, Drake. You can have one too. Is there a theme? Is there a theme for the run or just vibes? Honestly, just vibes. The theme is playing the game 30 years later when technically this came out 28 years ago. Not the 30th anniversary. That is a good question. Who should I choose? Hang on. Wait. What did we pick? I did play green last year. I did play green version last year. Who the heck did I pick when I played green version? Did I go with Bulbasaur that time? Which is, you know, Bulbasaur's the correct answer. But I think since we're playing Pokemon Blue, I think I might go with Squirtle. Let me double check. Yeah, Leaf Green. We played Leaf Green last year. I said green. I meant Leaf Green. Leaf Green, did I? No! Oh, I picked Charmander last time. I picked That's right. Hang on, did we vote? Did everyone... That's right, we did take a vote. And everyone voted Charmander last time. I think we're gonna... Okay. I think it's either Squirtle or Bulbasaur that I want to go with. Yeah, it's blue, so why not Squirtle? True. Oh, yeah, I think you should go with Charmander or Squirtle. Yeah, definitely. Choose Charmander for the maximum difficulty? No, that's right. We went with Charmander in Leaf Green because it gets Metal Claw early to deal with Brock. I think we will just go. Yeah, compare this to Let's Go games, how things have changed. I know, right? Yeah, he's on the box art. I think we're going to go with Squirtle then, huh? I really do. I think his sprite really looks funny from the back. I will never forgive the anime writers for letting Bulbasaur and Squirtle never evolve. I think it was kind of cute. I think it worked out for them at least. Alright, I guess we're going with Squirtle. Any objections to Squirtle? Shoot, I forgot to change the plushes in the back. Okay. When we take a break for drinks, I'm gonna replace the plushes in the back to be themed for Pokemon Blue. Right? Okay. Sound good? We'll take a water break in about an hour. And while I do that, I'll replace it. I'll be super quick. Only strong survive. The water emote. Which, okay. Let me hurry up and pick my starter. Tiny turtle Pokemon. Dang, look how cute Squirtle looks. We're doing it. We're going with Squirtle. Josh, receive the Squirtle. Oh, nickname? I accidentally clicked nickname. Did we nickname him? Should we? I mean, I accidentally clicked it. Yeah, Squirtle's so cute in this game. Pew pew. Thing in the original games, Bulbasaur has the best sprite art. Bulbasaur does look really good too. Kirby? He looks like Kirby, huh? We could name Squirtle, Leonardo. Ooh, actually, hang on. Let's do that. The Ninja Turtle? True. Do for the nickname Big Man. We could make... Wait, because then we'll have Big Man Blastoise. That's true. You like Super Soaker? Is there a space? Oh, yeah. Hey, Big Man. Yeah, then we can have Big Man Blastoise. Blastoise, big guy pants, okay? Oh, but is it squirting... Is it Squirting Turtle or Squirrel Turtle? I think definitely it's supposed to be like Squirt Turtle, right? I like the headcanon that they got scared of Charizard evolving, so that's why they didn't evolve in fear of their personalities changing. Oh, for the others? I think definitely it, like... That would have been interesting. Dude, Bulbasaur does have a good sprite in this one. But yeah, in the anime, I think that definitely it has the... you get to see that difference, at least, between them. In how... You know, Squirtle and Bulbasaur definitely have their change at the beginning. And this guy's just growling. Oh, dang it. I'm gonna have to counter. Oh, shit. The OG Blue. That's true. The original Pokemon Blue. Because the anniversary of Pokemon's coming up. 30th anniversary. Even though this game did not come out 30 years ago. This came out like 28 years ago. But it, you know, close enough. Close enough. Hey, there we go. We got a crit. Oh, you still got your original cartridge? Nice. This is not my original cartridge. I had to go buy this last week. That's right. I think I've mentioned before, but I have a retro video game store. Well, I say you know, just a video game store right down the street from me. So I like walking there every so often. And it's right by the new grocery store that they just built. Or that, not built, but they just opened. And so I like heading, you know, going for a walk, get some groceries, buy a video game. It's pretty nice. Very close to me, too. So this guy's kind of just doing nothing to me. I'm maximum low attack, but I might as well just power through. So yeah, I did buy this copy of Pokemon Blue last week to stream. Because I do not have my original cartridge. Unfortunately. Okay, I'll make my Pokemon fight to toughen up. Josh, Gramps, smell you later. I do really like his character theme. Oh, we still don't know what's happening after Horizons in the anime? Oh, yeah. Probably some announcement at some point. If Bulbasaur, Sora, and Squirtle were afraid of hitting puberty. Will I be streaming Pokemon live on Pokemon Day? I will. The plan for Pokemon Day is to wake up early in the morning, stream my reaction to the Pokemon Day presentation, Pokemon Day stream, take a break, make a video about whatever was, you know, discussing the trailers, and then take a break, or post that video, eat some lunch. I'm gonna compulsively save during this too, watch. And then I'll come back in the afternoon for the usual 2 o'clock stream because Pokemon Day is on a Friday this year. And so I will... And I'll see if maybe anyone wants to join me for the afternoon stream. That's what we'll do. That's what we'll do. How much did the game cost? I don't want to say. I'd rather not say. Also, let me know if I should... I feel like I look too white in the webcam. As I got a newer light and it's pretty good and bright. And on top of that, I'm getting extra light from the game because, you know, this is on the old Game Boy. So we'll see. So yeah, Pokemon Day, that's the plan for Pokemon Day. Until then, every Friday is definitely going to be Pokemon Blue, continuing on through the game. The OG Game Boy Color is dead, sadly, won't turn on anymore, and you got a new one. Ooh, yeah. All my retro stuff is like stuff that I bought again. So I do have 2 Game Boy Colors actually, and these are all stuff that I bought pre-pandemic when the prices for everything just went up. So my Game Boy Colors, I bought them for $20 each. And that's because the speaker doesn't work on either of them. I just got to get around to fixing the speaker myself when I get a chance. But I'll do that eventually. But I did buy them and I opened them up and gave them a good clean. And so they're both really nice again. Maybe there's like a few scratches on one, but I have the what was it called? The Atomic Purple? Is that what that one's called? That's like see-through? I have the purple see-through one, and then I also have a turquoise color. Yeah. And then my copy of like Pokemon Gold and Silver that I own, those ones I did also buy for cheap. I got them for like $10 or $12 each, because when I got those, the batteries didn't work, and so I just replaced the battery myself. Hey, you came from Pallet Town? You know Professor Oak, right? Will you take this parcel to him? Oh, the price. Did I even say the price? The game cost a little more than I wanted it to. Because that's, you know, that's how it is. Should I say? I'm not going to say how much I spent on it. I spent too much. But I had it, obviously. It was in the budget. You can't go through here. This is private property. You? You can't go through here. This is private property. More like that. Oh, Grandpa, don't be so mean. He hasn't had his coffee yet. No, we know why. Dead egg? He kind of looks like a Mr. Mime. That man is drunk in the Japanese version, true. I do wonder if Blastoise was always the last evolution for Squirtle, to be honest. You look at War Turtle and visually do not expect it to lose the fluffiness and get 2 cannons on the back. Yeah, there are some Pokemon that evolutions overall are kind of weird. Actually, we don't have any Pokeballs yet. Dang it, and I just ran into a Nidoran, actually. That would have been a good one to have. Alright, I'll come back. I'll come back and I'll just catch one when I get Pokeballs. How drunk must you be to block an entire road? No, he hasn't had his coffee. Certainly nothing else going on. True. Yeah, that would explain it. Not if there's anything wrong with Blastoise. Oh wait, pretty sure Squirtle was supposed to have a different final stage. Oh yeah, don't we know that from like probably some beta builds or something like that? Do I have a Wii U? I do. It's right here. It's not plugged in or anything. But we'll be plugging in it again over the summer. Because during the summer, we're going to stream Pokemon Rangers Guardian Signs. And hopefully maybe... Actually, I'm not sure if Battle Revolution, if we should stream that yet. Because I think maybe I need like a good completed save file of like a Gen 4 game to use that. But it's right here, and we'll be plugging it in and hooking it up and making sure it's still good and running soon. I mean, I'll be connecting it to the capture card this summer for some games. Is what I'm saying. Is what I am saying. Done. What up, Oak? How's my old Pokemon? Well, it seems to like you a lot. Must be talented as a Pokemon trainer. What, you have something for me? Delivered the parcel. Ah, this is the custom Pokeball I ordered. Thank you. Gramps. What did you call me for? Oh, right, I have a request of you too. On the desk, there's my invention, the Pokédex. It automatically records data on Pokemon you've seen or caught. It's a high-tech encyclopedia. Josh and Drake. No, he said it wrong. He said the order wrong. Take these with you. I like how they just disappear. To make a complete guide on all the Pokemon in the world. That was my dream. But I'm too old. I can't do it. I'm old. So I want you two to fulfill my dream for me. Get moving, you two. It's a great undertaking. Also, hang on. I forgot to organize chat by live chat, not top chat. There we go. Yeah, I just realized the Drake and Josh reference. Yeah. Da 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 da. Do love the music in this one. Do love the music in this. Howdy. Hey, how's it going? We're just hanging out on a Friday, streaming Pokemon Blue. Josh and Drake is evidence of the timelines merging and people being misplaced. True. Very true. Drake's house. Does your mom give you anything extra? No, she doesn't, huh? Because before it would be like, oh, here are the running shoes. She's like, get out. Get out. Hope next you do Sam and Cat. Oh, we should. True. Remember seeing a video about old Pokédex book? Oh yeah, that was sold in Japan when this game came out. Yeah, and it had the illustrations and everything. It had a very cute baby Nidoran. Yes. Was that the one that they did like the Did You Know gaming video about, I believe? Would you be hyped if an open world Legends were to release, but it was entirely Kanto, would only have popular Pokemon from newer generations? No. I don't know. I really don't know what I want, because I feel like I just want something new. I think that it is interesting to, like, revisit older games, but I feel like maybe Kanto kind of already has had its revisit. I think that if you were to, like, bring it back in any way, there needs to be something different, which is kind of why the Legends Johto idea works a little better, I think, to just include both of them together. And, you know, maybe a story focusing a little more on Johto, which I do like. I still do even like Base. Oh yeah, thanks for reminding me of the video. You want to watch it again? Yeah, that was a good one too. One of those ones that I'm like, dang, this video's so good, I wish I would have made it. But obviously, you know, they had much more resources than me. And so I think that's really cool that when they're able to kind of leverage a lot of that stuff, a lot of like connections. Because it's like, oh, this really is like, I don't want to say an exclusive scoop, but basically, right? Buy oh yeah, you have to buy your own Pokeballs this one, right? They don't give you a bunch to start you off with. I tell you what, ideas for the next Pokemon game, like, there's a lot to discuss. I've been watching a lot of Dusty's videos lately, and he's kind of talking a lot about, the, you know, different ideas, and potentially more Kanto. That was the recent one he put on second channel. Hey! Nidoran, let's go. Man, look how wild that sprite is. Let's get him. Oh, and then, oh gosh. Man, that, okay. I don't know if you guys saw, but the stupid Logan Paul tweet from the other week going on about his ideal Pokemon game that would sell millions easily. Right, that was a whole thing. I almost did a video about it. I almost did a video, almost did a short. What can we name a Nidoran? That'd be Nidoking. I don't want to get into the trap of nicknaming every single Pokemon we catch. So I gotta be quick. I gotta be quick and come up with nicknames then. I'm trying to think. What are good Kingpins, Nico, Geo. Need something that, like, speaks out. What are kings? What are good I mean, there are no good kings. But what's, like, a cool king from pop culture? Let me think. Dang it, I don't want to stay here too long. Usually just nickname your Nidoran's Needle. Oh yeah, you found the video again? Nice. Arthur? Ooh, Arthur? Arthur Lionheart Charlemagne? Arthur is kind of cool. Arthur's kind of cool with it. Then I guess we need something for Nidoqueen if we get one. I forget. Yeah, you don't... That's right. Old Pokemon game, you don't get the experience if you... Wow. I don't remember the Nidoran being so abundant here. Guinevere? You know, we could. We could do that. No! And then we'll just have a whole team and it's the Knights of Guinevere. Let's go. Hey, don't growl. Oh! Ooh, that was close. That was close. Dang it, I can't keep both though, huh? I gotta see if maybe I can find the Mankey, because Mankey hangs out here. You know, I always, like, forget, like, this route here is honestly pretty cool. Alright, that's how you spell it, right? How do you spell it correctly? Guinevere. Right? Oh, it's with a G, right? Or it's with a G-U? Guinevere. Okay. Hang on. I was reminded of something, an announcement I need to make. Dang it, I forgot to make the graphic for the announcement because I was going to bring it up at the end of stream today. Maybe I could secretly throw something together. Maybe I could secretly throw something together during stream. If you remember correctly, Nidoran were version rare. One was way more common than the other based on which version you're playing, and both could be attained. Okay. Yeah, we don't need Logan Paul's input. That's true. Just curious, have I heard about the One Piece scalping situation? I have. Basically, just all the people who came for Pokemon just ended up moving on to One Piece also, the card game. To the point, you know, I was at the store last week. And I was at Target, actually, buying a few things. And so I happened to, like, stop by the card game section, and there wasn't a whole lot. But I saw some Yu-Gi-Oh cards, so I'm like, you know, let me do that. Let me just buy some Yu-Gi-Oh cards, because... Okay, because I've been playing Draco Tail on Master Duel, and unfortunately, I have to admit, Draco Tail is a really cool and fun deck. So I bought some cards because I'm like, well, maybe I can pull some Draco Tail cards in the packs. So I brought my cards up to the register, and the cashier asked me, like, oh, did you, saw I was buying Yu-Gi-Oh cards and said, oh, did you actually find cards? And I said, like, well, you know, mostly just Yu-Gi-Oh, and so on, right? And then she asked, like, oh, you know, because, you know, I'd been looking for One Piece cards. I was like, oh, yeah, I heard about all the stuff going on. Am I gonna keep the Firo gift trade from the mailman? Oh, that's only in, gold version. Gold and silver, though. Yeah, I don't have a clue what Logan said, but I don't want to know either. That's one that, like, okay, honestly, I don't want to call it a drama stream, but I should do a stream where I just talk about, I don't want to say drama, but I really should, actually. I really should. Because there's a lot, dude, there's a lot that happened this week online. I don't want to spend my game time talking about it because I feel like I need to show visuals. But there's a lot that happened. Yeah, random Yap stream, we should. Also, okay, just also in the Yu-Gi-Oh sphere because I probably mentioned it, but you guys know I like Yu-Gi-Oh. I actively play Master Duel. And I make Yu-Gi-Oh videos on my Yu-Gi-Oh channel. GatorX Yu-Gi-Oh. So, I at least feel like I have a pretty good perspective of both understanding Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon. So anytime there's any sort of, like, clash between the two, I feel like I'm kind of one of the few people... I mean, I know people, like, enjoy both, like, decently frequently. But, I kind of just... Not that I do it better, but... I feel like I'm a little deeper in each Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon, right? Yeah, right. Yeah, stupid thieves are getting for stealing Pokemon and other TCG cards arrested. Ugh. I know. A new, actually... Yeah, it's... The whole thing with just card games right now, eh. Yeah, unfortunately. I'm just gonna really hope that things maybe get a little better. Oh, there's no Mankey in blue? Really? There isn't. Well, we're at least, like, gaining some levels here, and then I'll do a little battle against the rival up here. Wow, really, it was only in Fire Red Leaf Green that they added Mankey here? Oh, yeah, Mankey's only in the yellow in the remakes. Oh, okay. Yeah, the Spearow's name is Kenya, and they're only available in Johto. Yeah, that one, the gift Spearow. Aren't the scalpers throwing hands at the Costco car park anymore? They probably are. Maybe we just stopped seeing videos about it. Coincidentally, you thought about getting a few One Piece cards to match the aesthetic with Pokemon, then you learned their scalp. Yeah, unfortunate. And that's the thing. Like, I'm not into One Piece, not into the card game, the anime, or anything. But I do always see a good amount of it. One of my friends, like, does like the card game. And that's the thing. I know people enjoy it, and I know people do actually play the game. That's, like, a big important part about it. And not just, like... And not just people being like, oh... Well, okay, now you're getting the people who are like, oh, rare cards? Yeah. Man, I love Luffy D. Monkey. Yeah. I know One Piece. That's not a joke. Also, hey, thank you for subscribing. That's not a joke. Logan Paul did call him Luffy D. Monkey. Which, I saw that clip going around. Actually, I didn't realize I was getting too close. Oops. I'm sorry, Arthur. Actually, we should take Arthur to the route below. I shouldn't spend too much time here, but... Let me just actually get some Pokemon with some levels. You remember getting a random Yu-Gi-Oh pack along with your brother. Oh, you got Chaos Emperor Dragon Envoy at the end. Your brother got Ojama Black. Ooh, nice. That's the thing. I do really like Yu-Gi-Oh. I like opening up some packs once in a while. We're getting a new TCG archetype soon that's like dinosaur based. But like scientists transforming into dinosaurs. And so when that comes out, I kind of want to get a few packs of that set. Do I think Pokemon could take advantage of the situation and sneakily raise prices even more? I don't think they want to. Like, I know that Pokemon is very much bothered by everything going on with the card game stuff. And they're trying stuff. I think maybe there's some stuff they could try a little harder. But I know that at the end of the day, Pokemon, while you might think like, you know, they want to make money, they want to make money by the right kind of people buying their products. But also sometimes they do play into the whole like collector, you know, the big spending collector stuff, unfortunately. Which that I don't like either. I feel like for the card game, I feel, yeah, they could work. They could work a little harder, but I know they're probably bothered by it. But at the same time, again, like someone asking about what do I think about how expensive the Lego Pokemon are. That's a whole other thing. It's like, why are those so big? Why are they so expensive? I know, like, listen, I've talked about it before, and I mentioned it before. The Lego Pokemon, they're priced well for how many pieces they include. But the problem is, why are we making only 3 that are so big in the first place? And why did they sell out? Yeah, Mega Bloks did make Pokemon just before. You're reminded with the Pikachu Museum card situation. Yeah. I know, like, that's the thing. It's all bad press for them, so they don't want it to happen. They don't want, like, the scalping situation to get worse. It's a waiting game. It's the waiting game. I feel like eventually, you know, the scalpers will not leave entirely, but maybe let up a bit. Jokingly, I was like, ooh, haha, they moved on to One Piece. But no, a lot of them are just like Pokemon and One Piece now, so. We'll see. At the very least, my local game store is handling things pretty well, I think. So that's kind of all we can do right now, is just kind of trust in your local game store. Hopefully, if you have a good one, great. If you need a good one, find one. One that is... again, this is stuff I've mentioned before on stream, but... basically, my local game store stopped selling booster pack boxes, and they only sell booster packs. And I asked them out of curiosity, but they basically said that they would rather that a lot of people get a few cards rather than a few people get a lot of cards. Because there is also a purchase limit of packs per person. You know, Gator after stream is gonna rowl after the meme you sent in the server. Oh no. That's what we'll have to show. We'll have to do that. Which, again, if you remember watching, can post memes, and I'll take a look at the memes from the server after stream. But remind me if I forget. I'll try to remember. Alright, I feel like maybe if we go into the forest, maybe maybe Arthur can kind of take out things a little easier. And here I am forgetting my tea the whole time. I'm like, golly gee, my throat's getting a little irritated. If only there was something I could drink to alleviate that. Your Pokemon are fighting fit. Tell it's related to Salazzle. Oh no. Yeah, started saving Pokemon boosters, so at the end of the year you open them all at once. That's good. That's kind of what I do. I'm just like trying to get a few boosters every time I can. And then every few months we'll do like a stream and just open all the packs on stream. When I go shop in Pewter City, I have to take the winding trail in Viridian Forest. Ah, I've had my coffee now, and I feel great. Sure, you can go through. Are you in a hurry? Yes. Time is money, go along then. We'll do that later, because we can do some funny things with him. You thought I was going to promote gamer subs all of a sudden? No, I do not. Do not buy any energy drinks. Don't buy any of the gamer energy drinks. Don't. Drink water. Drink water, drink tea, drink some cranberry juice for your kidneys, and once in a while have a little soda maybe. But however much soda you had, make sure you have twice as much water. That's it. That's all I would say. But I will say, Gamer Subs, if you ever make a sugar-free version of your stuff, I think they do. Gamer Subs, if you, I don't like Gamer Subs, I don't like the product, but hey, if they ever want to make a Kira themed waifu cup, call me up, hit me up, call me, send me an email. Actually, I forget, are they aligned with like, are they partnered with anyone weird? Because I'm like, ooh. I hope not. It's one of those things that like I just kind of see in the corner of. Cranberry juice is weird. It's like liquid that leaves your mouth dry. Yeah, it is really weird, but it's good for you. Fun fact, Mountain Dew has more caffeine than coffee. Yeah, I believe it. I believe it. Okay, the products are all sugar-free. Nice. I don't know how it would taste. I haven't tasted it yet. I've only tried G Fuel, and I really did not like that. I really didn't like it. That's like the gamer ones, right? And then in terms of other energy drinks, I have had Monster, and I didn't like it. I'm just really not an energy drink person. And also, it's like, they're kind of bad for you. Oh, they partner up with VTubers? Oh, yeah. Have I tried Prime? I have not. Oh, Gamer Subs is way better? I would imagine it's better than G Fuel. G Fuel seems like the lame one. Gamer Subs seems just like the cringe one. Oh, wait, we can find a Pikachu this grass, right? In this, around here. Do I even look for one? Maybe, no, we'll do something later. Yeah, again, I'm just very off energy drinks. Like I said, that's what I do. I drink water, some tea, and then Pepsi on the weekends. But obviously, I make sure I have some water, obviously, as well. Oh, you believe Pikachu can be found somewhere in the forest, but it's only... Oh, anywhere in the forest, but it's only 5% chance. The Cherry Gamer Subs was pretty good, like cherry candy. Okay. Prime is okay. Tastes more like sugary Gatorade. Okay. Okay, yeah, because it's kind of like, what, more of a sports-like drink? Never tried Prime, don't want to try it later. Or either, don't want to try it either. Prime is pretty bad. It tastes like Flintstone vitamins dissolved in water or syrup. I mean, that's one way to describe it. Yeah, there's just stuff like that that I don't want to try. One time when we went to an anime convention, we were standing in line. I was with my friends. We were standing in line, and the line wrapped around the building outside. It was early in the morning, and then a truck comes by with the Monster Energy logo on it, and it's the the monster truck, when it's just a regular pickup truck with refrigerators built in the back. And they just have employees who are like, hey, you guys want some free Monster? And they're just giving out cans of Monster. So I got one. And I had Bait hold it for me because he had a bigger backpack. And I ended up never drinking it during that day. So then later he bought me a different one because he drank it. He's like, here, I owe you a can of Monster. So I tried it and I'm like, this ain't it. I don't like this. You all ever tried 3 flavors of Prime in your life? Apparently Prime is pretty good, but it's expensive. Okay. So is that the case then? Is it more on the line of like a sports drink rather than an energy drink? You really want the bad apple Monster? Spent half an hour catching all the Pokemon in Viridian Forest and got frustrated after learning that Pokemon don't gain experience. Oh yeah, from catching them? Arthur's getting levels. Okay, yeah, Pikachu can be found anywhere in this area. Yeah, only 5%. Didn't realize it was so rare. Wasn't there like a whole thing of one of the programmers really liked Pikachu, but didn't want a lot of people having it, so they made it like really, really rare in the forest? The only energy drink you've had is Monster, you thought it was so-so. Oh, all you know is you tried it. Kind of like whatever you classify Kool-Aid is, and the sports drink Prime is in between that. Okay. The thing I've had is like the Mio, like the water flavoring thing. And then, you know, that's kind of cool, but I feel like I've just got to a point where it's like, yeah, I really only need water. Or, again, some soda. For fun time, fun special occasion. And I haven't had any alcohol in a long time either. I just kind of stopped. I maybe I'll have some this weekend though. And even then, I don't really drink the whole lot on top of that. But dang, actually, Arthur's level 8 now. We should switch back to Big Man to get him going, or keep him at like higher level. Tried it once and never want that in your mouth again. Okay, it has a protein drink called... oh, you had this protein drink called Remedy. It's your favorite thing after a jog. Oh. Also, the Kakuna sprite in this game, it's got the little claws. Throughout the last time you had alcohol and it was a wine cooler. When... actually... I forget last time I drank. And even then, I don't drink beer or anything. I only do mixed drinks here and there. Weedle, because all right. Listen, I want to. I feel okay. I feel like I'm just super ready for. How do you call it? I feel like I'm super ready to enter the stage in my life, and I'm young, but I feel like I'm ready to enter the stage in my life where I'm like, okay, let's buy a grill. Let's get the grill set up. Let's make my own tiki bar. Invite the guys over. Grill some burgers. Drinks at the tiki bar. I don't have the space though. I can't. I have space for a grill, but I don't think I have space for a tiki bar. And Squirtle is poison. Wait, is he? Yeah, he is. Okay. I've got nothing. Yeah, it's really worth walking all the way back to the Pokemon Center. Red Bull takes like that bitter medicine you get at the doctor. That too expired. It's funny. We're just on the drink chat right now. What do y'all think about lemonade from Pokemon? Do you think that would taste good? The very expensive lemonade. Freshwater, give me a soda pop. Soda pop from the shack on the beach in Slateport City. Will I make it? Squirtle didn't faint. Cool. We did it! Squirtle didn't faint. Should I buy... maybe I should just buy like 1 or 2 antidotes just to get through the forest. So I'm kind of jamming with the music here. Let's see. Let me buy like 3 antidotes. And just have some more Pokeballs. Oh wait, potion? Oh, can you not buy potion? What? Hang on, doesn't the guy give you a sample and like, hey, here's a potion or something? Or no, what did he give you? I think he gave me a different item. A fast Venusaur can be incredibly powerful in Gen 1. That's true. A while ago, I had one of my friends over, and we were playing Pokemon Stadium. And, you know, just using rental teams to battle each other. And I went with a Venusaur, and that just did a bunch of, like, damage. I mean, not a bunch of damage, but, like, damage to his team, as in, you know, just a big guy. Can throw out some good damage, can heal. And then, in another battle, I think I used an Executor. And that one also just kind of rained terror against them also. So it's like, you know, yeah, in the right situations, if you have a really good grass type, with good healing. Sometimes that's all you need. Oh, wow! I walked all the way out and there was an antidote right there. Oh yeah, the sample guy's the route below the city. I talked to him. Yeah, but I was just trying to remember if he gave you a potion or not. Quick question, do Americans not put rock salt or common salt in lemonade? And lemonade? I don't think. And even then, I prefer the Mexican style lemonade where you put limes in it also. I mean, salt on the rim of a margarita, but salt in lemonade, huh? I have not heard that. What's my favorite legendary? In all honesty, probably Deoxys, maybe. I would say, hang on. I think this might be my favorite legendary. I think it might be Deoxys. He fell off his stand. It just might be Deoxys. He's a little too bright. Yeah, I'll bring down the what do you call it? Sister tried to prank you by playing Cynthia's theme while you were napping. Apparently you were too deeply asleep. You couldn't get got. That's why wait, what? You think American lemonade tastes like syrup? What are you talking about? Huh? What? I mean, I don't know, maybe powdered lemonade, I guess. I don't know. To me, every time I have lemonade from anywhere, I do add extra water because it's like, it's too lemony for me. Gen 1, where Psychic is OP and Electric types get paralyzed. Fire types get burned and Ice types get frozen. That's true? Really? I didn't know. Fascinating. Also, I feel like I want to get my other Nidoran some experience points. But we can't use both. We can't keep both of them with us. We can't keep both of them with us. Because we can't have two poison ground types. Compared to the Indian counterpart it does. I don't know. Oh, those status things were all the case until X and Y. Really? And I've been playing before that and I didn't know. Wait, Lance completely swept you. Is Dragonite's too powerful? No! Here, I'll switch train a little bit. Oh, never mind. There's only like one more trainer up here. Dang, I should have got Nido. Oh wait, no, there are no trainers. Here I am, I'm like... Okay, technically which is better? Nidoran or Nidoran or Nidoran. Nidoqueen or Nidoking? Alright, technically Nidoking. Right? Nido. We need, like I said, we need the Nido Jack. And then Nido. Okay. Dang it, I should have got more training. Let's see. Oh, huh. Okay. So Nidoking has more speed and more attack. Nidoqueen has less attack, more HP, more defense. Okay. I see. I want to have them both. I really like Nidoqueen. You fought this Cynthia first time on Brilliant Diamond? Oh yeah, first game of Legends Arceus and told your sister how you underestimated Cynthia. Yeah, they did make her battle slightly tougher in that, didn't they? In Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. Could mention that you fought Volo before Cynthia. Yeah, Volo's still like a whole menace. But yeah, right? Didn't they? Okay, what did they do extra to Cynthia in Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl? Because I feel like they did, right? They did make her slightly more difficult. Honestly surprised to hear someone with Volo is their first game concerned about Cynthia. That is surprising. Especially too, you know, in all honesty, I feel like Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl is a pretty fine starting game. Especially too that you can get one for like copy for like $30. Right? Level 10 Arthur. Yo. Again, like, oh wait, no, let me go to the Pokemon Center since it's right here, and then I'll say. Volo Scardy. Volo has become such a good meme. Oh, they added some Fireball to my Lotic. X items are called drugs in Gen 1. Oh yeah, huh. I mean, they're not wrong. They're not wrong. The Elite Four in BDSP is mad hard. Ooh. Yeah, I remember. What? Actually, when was the last time I played it? I feel... No. Oh my gosh, that was almost 4 years ago now. The stream that I did with, in Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. Wow, that was almost 4 years ago that I streamed that. Wow, so that means I'm coming up on 4 years of streaming every week. Aside from, like, 1 or 2 holiday exceptions, right? Wow, cheers to that. I gotta drink the rest of my tea before it gets cold. Also, Big Man's attacks are missing. Okay, they give my Milotic the Flame Orb. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, in BDSP, all Elite Four teams are somewhat made competitively viable. Yeah. Which I think that's so funny. It's because, you know, I feel like it's a fine game, but it is definitely one that it seems unimpressive if you've been a Pokemon fan, and you played the original, and you've played other Pokemon games up until that point. But then you get to the very end, and you're like, hey, wait a second. Hold on. Hey, wait. Yeah, what kind of tea is that? You like chamomile personally. This is Throat Coat Elm Tea. Which I need to stay in the habit of drinking to kind of protect my voice a bit. It tastes good, but I'm mostly drinking it for my throat rather than the taste. To make sure that I can, you know, keep yapping for 3 hours. Are we expected to get a new game announcement on Pokemon Day since the only released Pokemon game is Pokemon Champions? Oh, only unreleased game is Champions? No, we also have Pokopia. But Pokopia has a release date, I guess. Well, yeah, definitely. It's very telegraphed. It's very telegraphed that Gen 10 is probably, like, I feel like 85% chance to get announced on Pokemon Day. I don't want to say 100, because it's never 100. But I think it's extremely likely. Is BDSP better than the original's Platinum Excluded? Platinum Excluded, yes. It goes like this. Platinum's the best, then right after it, BDSP, and then the original Diamond Pearl. I will say that technically BDSP is better than Diamond and Pearl, but still Platinum clears them all. Those are my thoughts. Let's not switch you. Should you just get Fish or Machamp or something and spam X accuracy? Do it. Do it. Do it. Contests were better in DP than BDSP. That one's true. Still waiting for new Mystery Dungeon game. You can dream, right? Honestly, here's the thing. The thing is, man, okay, I really need to do a stream, like, predictions for Pokemon Day. I actually saw Soul Silver Art streaming a predictions video, or prediction stream, right, for Pokemon Day. And I need to do that. I need to do that. Yeah, contests and secret bases were rough. That's true. Okay. The side features, right? The side features were kind of neutered in Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you could put costumes on Pokemon in BDSP, or in Brilliant Diamond. Sorry. No, in Diamond Pearl you could, but for the contest. I can't remember. Honestly, I need to explore the contest in all the games a lot more. Alright, well, I think we can move on to Battle Brock. Oh, sort of. You could put a bunch of decorations on their sprite, but they weren't really costumey. Yeah, you just layered them. That's what we need. I've said it before, but we need to be able to put hats on Pokemon. It's possible. Scarlet Violet, you could have hats. Let's Go Pikachu Eevee, you could dress up Pikachu and Eevee. Alright, bub. Stop right there, kid. You're still light years from facing Brock. The iconic line. What is bro talking about? Let's make Brock hit rock bottom. Let's go, big man. Oh, so I was saying is that with Pokopia coming out basically a week after Pokemon Day, I know that probably one of the trailers during Pokemon Day presentation is going to be like a final one for Pokopia. It's like, hey, remember, play this game in a week. Man, this Diglett's kind of crazy. Speed fill? Oh, thank you. Level 7, nice. Okay, good, and Big Man gained a level again. That's what we need. I feel like Sanchu's gonna get me, though. Let me just do a good damage to him. And I should really heal. So, I was saying is that I feel like maybe because Pokopia is going to be featured in Pokemon Day, maybe we don't get too much on like a new big spin-off game just yet, which is unfortunate. Please, just critical hit. Brother. So what's a fake rumor about mystery dungeons that used AR technology and had procedurally generated dungeons? Wasn't that just Gates to Infinity? I don't know. Sounds like it, right? Because that one used the camera? That is one I have not played. I have not played the 3DS Mystery Dungeon games. I will get onto it. See, there's like so much that I really wish I would have played. Like 3DS, in all honesty. Let me just heal. For free, right? But like just Mystery Dungeon in general. I played the originals, right, or the ones on DS. But 3DS, I feel like there's just so much I missed when, in all honesty, I think it might be one of my favorite consoles. I played a good amount of games on 3DS, but also there's just so much I didn't play. But I think just also that era of, like, you know, you can get, some pretty good, really good quality games on it. It had the eShop and Virtual Console. Street Pass was really fun. A lot of other little features. Comes with some games loaded on it. Felt pretty nice. I had a 2DS, but I really do wish that I would have got a 3DS XL. During the time it was the main console. And I really wish that I would have played a lot more games on it. I played all the Pokemon games on it for sure. And a few extras, but I feel like I really didn't utilize it. Also, where's his shirt? Dude, Geodude's sprite in this game is kind of kind of funky. And crap, I don't think I leveled up Big Man enough. Also, everyone's trying to message me on Discord. Okay, let's go. Geodude giving a thumbs up. No, he's telling you to get out of here. Go, Brock. What do you mean, go, Brock? Geodude has hair in this gen. It's like really, a really bumpy head. Oh, wow. It learned Scratch and not Horn Attack. We got the 2 Nidos with me. Alright. Yeah, the thing is with just like water types doing like 4 times damage to these Pokemon. Just goes absolutely crazy. Even if they are faster. Nice. Easy. Easy. And sorry, I'm looking up at the, my screen preview, just double checking. I took you for granted. Haha, granted. As proof of your victory, here's the Boulder Badge. Josh, receive the Boulder Badge. Yeah, I always forget that they give you the... that they give you the badge in the battle. The technique, Flash. Wait, take this with you. Oh, between now and Misty, we're gonna have to catch something that can help defeat Misty. Also, yeah, Bide. He gives you Bide as the TM. Boulder Badge! Boulder Badge acquired. Maybe I should, like, start putting the badges in the stream layout. I wasn't planning on that, but... I realized maybe I should. Maybe there's more that I should have gotten set up. Altogether, even no need to space it. Yeah, they were limited on space. Besides the Pikachu in the Viridian Forest. Oh, which one? Very glad you got your new 3DS XL before the eShop shut down. Server shut down and the hellscape and the 3DS prices nowadays. Yeah, I did get a 2DS XL. Basically the year before all of that. I wish I would have gotten even more for it, but I did download a good amount of stuff onto it. Ooh. You want to play the Unova games right now? Those would be pretty fun. Thoughts on Beast of Reincarnation? Yeah, I haven't watched the newest trailer for it. I've just been busy. But there was a new showcase for it. I'm definitely going to play it in all honesty. I'm gonna play it when it comes out, and then we'll see. We'll see how things stack up. No, dude, I hate Sand Attack. I hate the Sand Attack here. Oh, 2 Sand. Oh, dude, come on, please. Oh yeah, the Tomodachi Life game on Switch is looking very good. Yes, I watched the thing for that. Okay, so the direct for Tomodachi Life came out yesterday, early in the morning, and I had to do a lot of work. I had to work early from home, and then immediately after that, I recorded a video, and then I had to leave to work all the way in a different city through traffic. So. It wasn't until I got home last night that I was like, okay, let me watch the Tomodachi Life thing. I did scroll on Twitter a bit, so I saw everybody talking about Hugh Morris on Twitter. And so I'm like, what? What's going on? Who's Hugh Morris? And then I watched the direct for Tomodachi Life. I'm like, okay, I get it. I get what everyone's talking about. But it looks really cool. I never played the original Tomodachi Life. But I think I'm going to pick this one up, and I think I'm going to play it. I think I'm gonna play it on stream as well. I mentioned before, right? I think I want to play more Nintendo games on stream. Not on Friday, not in place of the Friday Pokemon stream, but just in general. Also, we've been here for more than an hour. And let me heal really quick. I know, we're gonna backtrack to the Pokemon Center a little, but let me just do this. And then get some items, and we'll continue on. And I am going to take a really quick break and give everyone else a bit of a break. And like I said, I'm gonna... Okay, what do I need to do? I need to adjust the light a little bit. I'm gonna switch the Pokemon. And so, let's do that. Let's all take a little water break, a little bathroom break real quick. And we'll dive right back into Pokemon in about a minute. Alright, are you all good? Is everyone good? In my absence. Let me make sure I choose the right screen. There we go. Okay, that looks a lot better. Lights more adjusted. We got them. We got the guys. Bulbasaur, Squirtle, Charmander. So, in all honesty, I do have just a huge box of Pokemon plushes. And, they're just in the closet. And I switch them around. So I obviously have the shelf here, and I'll adjust the plushes every so often. Based on the holiday, or based on when I'm streaming, or whatever's going on. And then some of them are in an ottoman in the living room. And those are the ones that are more quick that I'll need in rotation. And then the rest are in a big box, which are just all the Pokemon plushes I've got over the years. Plus, my sister's plushes, because when she was like, I don't really want these anymore, I took them all. And I'm like, hee 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 hee. So, I actually have 2 Squirtles and I have 2 Bulbasaur because of that. So, anyway, let's continue on. And yeah, Tomodachi Life. Okay, technically Living the Dream is the 3rd entry. Oh, the 1st entry was never localized. Oh, okay. See, I did not know. But it does seem like a fun game to stream, for sure. So I want to do that. And yeah, like I said, I want to try and stream more Nintendo games, but on like maybe Thursdays and Saturdays, not the usual Friday stream. And definitely not for 3 hours each. Welcome back, thank you. Yeah, Hugh Morris is an icon. Which that's really funny. So apparently different regions got different directs or different characters in them, which I think is a fun idea. Then it's like, well, you gotta watch them all. Gotta watch them all. So Hugh Morris was only for US. UK had Bubbles the Clown. Okay, you got Bubbles also. Nice. And then Japan had no clowns. You know, I imagine cultural differences. They probably don't see clowns as funny, I guess. Isn't that a thing? Wasn't that like some post or some article from a few years ago? Which again, you know, clowns are different. I like clowns. I think they're funny. Right? What do y'all think? What does everybody think about clowns? I mean, we've had interesting history with clowns. A lot of stuff. A lot of interesting history, but you know, I think they're kind of neat. Saying this as if clowns are a separate kind of entity, when they're just a job. A separate kind of being. Several politicians are clowns. True, kind of true. Well, I'm talking about the real ones with the, you know, the entertainers, the professions. Oh man, there's this one like clown YouTuber that I watched a video about. I mean, not saying that I watched like a bunch of her videos, but one got recommended to me where this clown YouTuber was talking about clowns in Pokemon, and it was really interesting coming from somebody who, you know, understands like, you know, history of clowns and stuff, and then kind of relating it to representations in Pokemon, which I was like, wow, that was a very interesting video. Gosh, what was her name? I do just like watching like videos like that where somebody talks about something they're passionate about and something that they know, even if I'm not like super interested in it. Okay, Bouncy Clown was the channel. Yeah, clowns in Pokemon. It was a very interesting one. You're not especially interested in clowns, you suppose? I mean, I'm not super interested in it, but I say that as an overcorrection because like I feel like too many people are like, man, I hate clowns. Man, clowns are scary. So I'm like, you know what? I think what's the Marge Simpson one? The like, I just think they're neat. That's it, I guess. But again, we're talking about it. Actually, technically, isn't Hugh Morris like? Wouldn't he be considered a Harlequin, right? Or a jester? There's like a difference, right? And again, I say that as if I know anything about clowns, aside from that video I watched. Jester vibes, yeah. But yeah, all the Hugh Morris stuff was really funny. Like I said, I was seeing stuff all over Twitter, and I didn't understand any of it until later when I watched the video. So then, when I was in bed scrolling Twitter, I was just liking all the Hugh Morris posts. Ekans. Also, what level does Squirtle evolve? Yeah, what time? Oh my gosh, what level? Like, hey, what time does Squirtle evolve? Yeah, in about 3 minutes. We all know. Squirtle evolves at a scheduled time. Don't we know? Everybody knows it. You're not a real Pokemon fan if you don't know what time Squirtle evolves. Okay, level 16? 16? Okay. Yes, it is level 16. Okay, nice. Thank you. That Ekans looks really wrong. Yeah, he's the weird Danger Noodle. Dang it. I gotta do this. So, in 3 levels, we'll get there. Yeah, guys, don't you know? Everyone knows that Squirtle evolves at like 3:30 p.m. We're almost there. The scheduled Squirtle evolution time. Bro, you're gonna miss Squirtle evolution. We can catch Jigglypuff in the grass over here, right? I don't know if I want to catch one though. Are you a trainer? Let's fight. Man, yeah, I really need to think, what Pokemon should I keep with me during this playthrough? Or what should I catch and what should I keep? Okay, but for given Pokemon like Duskform, Lycanroc, I don't feel like asking about time is unusual. That's right. That's right. And then, actually there are a good amount of Pokemon that evolve based on the time of day, actually. But I feel like, isn't Duskform Lycanroc like, kind of like the most, one of the most, what do you call it, restrictive slivers of time, I think? Squirtle will be like, hold up, my time isn't yet to evolve. But I mean, like, you know, an exact moment. Yeah, let's swap. Because we need Big Man getting more levels. I may be 16 level, but my time isn't right. You know, it's funny now that with how evolution works in Legends EA, you could do that. Yeah, Dustform is also technically a separate species. Oh, is it? Or is it? Isn't it like... Oh man, I'm trying hard to remember. Was it Rockruff with own tempo? Was that it? Oh, it's not, just a separate form. Duskform Lycanroc is 1 hour per day. 6 minutes every 90 minutes in Scarlet Violet, which is a massive pain. Oh gosh. That's right, because the cycle just keeps... Oh. Ooh, wow. That is a tight sliver. Okay, Rockruff can evolve into Dustform. Lycanroc are a separate form, though. Oh, that can evolve into our separate form. Okay, so the Rockruff itself is a separate form that becomes Dusk Lycanroc. Okay. Yeah, I forget how it works. I forget how that works. I mean, you know, interesting one. What's everyone's favorite Lycanroc form, then? What do we think? Midnight, midday, or dusk? I was gonna say, maybe I should make that a poll, but is... what if I do that as a poll, like, during Pokemon Red and Blue? Dusk form among the original two. Midday, though. The emo Lycanroc. I do like midnight form. I kind of wish it was a little... It was a little different, because what isn't its... Not signature move counter, but... You know, something like that. I really do like the look of it. I do really like the look of it. And also, don't the Nidos evolve in the teens, somewhere in the teens? Nidoran. It evolves at level 16. Okay. So they're all the same then. Gee, you wonder what version of Pokemon this is? It is Pokemon Green. Yeah. Yeah, we're hanging out playing some Pokemon Blue as we're coming up on the 30th anniversary of the franchise. So, you know what? Why don't we kind of spend the month playing the original Pokemon game? At least the original English Pokemon game. Not the original Japanese version. No. Oh wait, no, that was them. Midnight form because is that... Or, oh, what is sleep? I am awake at midnight most nights also. It's truly a milestone. You forgot it's turning 30? Yeah. Yep. So I'm really interested to see what they do because, like, the 20th anniversary was pretty cool and big. So I wonder how they're going to celebrate things because 20th anniversary... Pokemon Go released, Pokemon Sun and Moon, which was like a big deal. Brand new generation. And was quite the step up from the last one. From XY, or Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. What else? We got a bunch of products released for that too, which unfortunately nowadays I hear Pokemon product, I'm like, I just shudder because, you know, all I can think of is the scalpers. Let's see, 20th anniversary, we also had... Was that when Pokemon Generations, the animations came out, I believe? We also got Red and Blue, or Pokemon Red, Blue, Yellow, re-released on Virtual Console. We did get that. What else happened for the 20th anniversary? Like, a lot. Right, a lot. Oh yeah, wasn't that when the... Wait, hang on, I gotta look this up. The card game, hang on. Pokemon Generations. That was a TCG set, right? Hang on. Animations. So the animations came out, Pokemon Generations animations. Yeah, those were released, oh, later in the year in 2016. Okay. And then Generations, the TCG set, also came out in 2016. Really? So they released an animation and a TCG set with the same name in the same year. Right? Okay. I'm seeing this right? Yeah, Sun and Moon's gonna be 10 years old. Ooh, yeah. Sun and Moon, 10th anniversary. Yeah, it's gonna be it's gotta be pretty big, right? I assume. And also Big Man is very close to evolving. Oh yeah, we might get another stunning animated series or short. Yeah, I would hope so. That's the thing. We really gotta wait until Pokemon Day, because then that's gonna tell us like all the stuff that's coming. I assume we get the whole kit and caboodle like 10 years ago. Will Gen 10 have Xenoblade-like combat like ZA? I don't think. I don't believe so. I feel like it'll be back to the standard. Legends is where everything, like, changes. Is where they, like, experiment with different things. Alright, let me just have Big Man out front so we can evolve real quick. Dun, 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 dun. Remember when Pokemon Gold and Silver were the newest games? You're old? No! Oh wait, we got Water Gun. We got Water Gun instead of Bubble. Upgrades, people, upgrades. No! Dude, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. And disable. Oh my. Oh, Tackle was disabled. That's the thing, yeah. Waking up uses your turn in this generation, which is crazy. No, stop it. I'm just gonna power through it. Still cry to this day watching Pokemon Evolutions episode with Zinnia, so beautifully animated, the music too. Yes, I really do want to see how they step things up, going from, you know, generations, and then we had evolutions, and so on. Actually, wasn't Evolutions released for the 25th anniversary? Am I correct in thinking that? Pokemon Evolutions, right? Or was that like vaguely near it, vaguely close to it? Yeah, 2021. Yeah, so that was the 25th anniversary then. Okay, so yeah, we're probably going to get another big anthology anime like that. Yeah, Generations for the 20th anniversary, Evolutions for the 26th, or 25th, and now for the 30th, what do we get? Yeah, Freeze also sucks in Gen 1, there's no thawing out. Really? Oh my gosh, there's so much that I forget, or just don't know about, like, the Gen 1 stuff. Yeah, Looker in Pokemon Generations was dope. True. That's why you said having... Yeah, that's what you were saying. A very fast Venusaur was great. Could use Sleep Powder always to put to sleep no matter what. Oh, gosh. Maybe we should have picked Venusaur. Also... Wow, yeah. No more trainers. I have, like, no potions, though. I feel like I need to go all the way back. I feel like I need to go all the way back to buy some. If we're gonna get through the cave. Yeah, we have one potion. I have money. Okay, you could thaw if the enemy was using a fire move. If you got frozen, are the odds the same Pokemon as fire moves? Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we're gonna have to go all the way back and get potions, because I don't want to go through that cave without potions. And here I am holding the B button as if I'm gonna be able to run. Dun, dun. I do need to get a new controller for this console, though. It feels weird. I'm on that. This kind of controller. I want to get a real one, though, for it. I say real, but, you know, just a better one. There we go. Oh, if you think if it's used a specific fire move, not all of them work? Oh my gosh. This game's crazy. Might not have been a thing. Oh, okay. I think I can't get out. It's also wired, because it's just the controller that came with the console. So, next step is get a wireless controller for it. Okay. Time for Mount Moon. Let's go. Wow, it's very blue. Geodude. And hey, thank you. Thank you, Larry, for the super chat. The blue super chat. The GatorX blue super chat. It says, gotta go. Have fun, everyone. Good luck, Gator. Thank you. Leave a heart on that. And okay, see your hand. See, because it shows handles. I gotta see if I can fix things maybe with notifications. I tried adjusting some stuff today. But thank you, much appreciated. Also, let's take this opportunity to write down on the board. Let me see. Are you here already? What was your... Let me see. What was your username? Are you still here? Because I know it only shows the... I know it only shows the handles on here, and I don't have everyone's usernames memorized. I'm gonna write Larry. Larry? With a star. Thank you. Right there. Anyway, you have a good one. Have a good weekend. We will... Oh, gosh. We'll have a good time here continuing Pokemon Blue. And look, Big Man's about to evolve. Let's go. Big Man's evolving. Look at him. He's that much closer to being a big man. The big man Blastoise. Yeah, now he's a bigger man. True. Yeah, that controller just brought you back to when you played Super Mario World. Is that a Super Game Boy I'm playing on? No, I am playing on a... What is it? The Retron Square? I am using a cartridge of Pokemon Blue. But it is like an aftermarket thing, right? Or not aftermarket, but what do you call it? One of the, one of those consoleizers, right? I'm playing on the Retron Square. Eventually I would like to get some other ones, like, oh gosh. What's the one, the Analog Pocket? Oh gosh, that looks so beautiful. I need to get an Analog Pocket. Because that one can connect to a dock also, right? Playing on a rare and often forgotten variety Game Boy that had an HDMI cable. Yeah, it's a Retron Square. You like pop a cartridge into the top, and it puts it out through HDMI. And it freezes sometimes if you yap too much. That's what I'm saying. I need a better console. When did I save? I saved right before we bought our potions. Kill me. See, that's why I was compulsively saving. We got one. That's one. Yeah, I guess time to evolve Big Man again. You know, that's a good way of looking at it. We get to evolve Big Man all over again. Good, my save is still there. Alright, well, I guess I gotta buy those potions again. Okay, on the upside, literally all I did was buy potions and evolve Big Man. So, not too bad. Wait. Hang on, there's no audio. Yeah. Refresh. No, oh wait, no, I need to choose the audio out. No, audio input. No, not digital. Yeah, right? Built in? No, not built in. Digital audio interface. Hello? That's what I'm using, right? No. No, not the microphone, because that's my actual microphone, right? Let's see. I'm yapping about the thing I'm using to stream and it just stops working. That's really cool. No, I don't do that. Okay. Let me remember. Alright. Hang on, let me just turn it off and on again. Also, Infamous, Infamous is here, says, talking in chat as I'm like, oh, we gotta reset things. Like I said, I need a new consolizer thing. Okay, there. Should be audio now. Let's go. We're back. And, yeah. Hey, what's up? Infamous Trainer, who says, yeah, at work, but you had to stop by and say congrats, Gator. 100k gang, let's go. Can't wait to see what else you have in store, bro. Thank you very much. Who, I know, you hit 100k a few months ago. And so I was like, ooh, alright, I'm next. I just know it, I'm next. But thank you. Glad you could stop by. Glad you could say hi again. during the very fun part of the stream where we had to reset things. Just emulate on your PC? Why would I do that? I don't have an emulator. Oh, just do this thing that you don't have set up already. Why? Do this thing on a game on the... I mean, if you want to, I'm not against emulation. If anyone wants to, go ahead. I'm just like, bro. I should do a video that says like why I don't play on emulators, and then just link it every time anyone says anything like that. Dun da da dun. Yeah, maybe I'll evolve. Maybe I'll evolve it on a crit this time. And I went to the Pokemon Center, not the mart. Fun fact, never played the OG, title or red or blue, or yellow. Don't think you could go back for real, you know? I totally understand, because it is like, man, everything's just so different. And it plays and feels so different. So, I mean, you know, it's one that I have personally played a lot, and it was the first game I played. You know, I wasn't around when it came out, right? But it was one that I played because I ended up getting, like, hand-me-downs from my cousin. So, you know, as a kid, it was like, whoa, wow, this is Pokemon. And then eventually, like, catching up and getting into the rest of it. Getting into the rest of the franchise. Alright, we're doing this. Back in my day, we didn't have marts or centers. True. Had to go craft everything. Alright, and I do believe that Squirtle is, like, very close to evolving. So now, we're settled. We're back in. Oh, you're trying to do a level 100 Nidoking before Brock? Oh, before Brock Glitch in the VC version? I think those are always kind of funny. Okay, your first was Fire Red, but you skipped Johto games for the longest, but eventually went back to play Heart Gold and still stand thinking... Wait. And will still stand thinking Johto is mid. No! There, you see, here's the thing. I gotta do one of those videos where it's like, why I like Johto. Because I will say that, like, in all honesty, I don't know if I could. Like, how easily I could play it again. Because it's like, it really is different. Last time I played through it, I was like, man... Because by the time you finish everything in Johto, it feels like way too quick. And so I kind of don't like... I agree. I don't like how it feels like it stretches everything out. To where Kanto doesn't feel like extra, it feels like it's part of the main stuff. And also now we get to evolve Big Man. Again. The big derp again. That is a really wide smile. Just realized when Starfetch and Lucario did the hand gesture when actually switching them out against Cynthia, I believe it might have been, oh, a Sentai reference? Oh, huh. Oh, we're gonna run into a bunch of Zubat here. Hey, evening, congrats on 100k. Thank you. I know, it's been a fun week. Yeah, that was like last week's stream. We had that. I had all that stream, but yeah, it's been fun. It's been an interesting week. I'm now looking forward to, like, okay, when do I get my plaque? When do I get when do I get the check mark? That one I need to, like, it's all stuff I just need to keep an eye on like the behind the scenes kind of YouTube stuff. It's like, okay, give it to me. But yeah, so all my family has been like looking out for it, or like waiting, and now telling everybody too, because it's like, you know, yeah, my family's all my biggest fans, so that's kind of fun. Yeah, Johto Living was all over, and IDK wasn't loving it compared to the other. When it got back to Kanto, you stopped. Yeah, going back wasn't for you. Yeah, it's like, again, they definitely... Oh gosh, hang on, I need to use Big Man here. But it is definitely one of those games where it's like... I think the first time you play it, it works. And it's really fun. But I feel like it is one of those ones that, like, you go back to, you do kind of feel a little fatigued. I still really like it, though. That's why I'm all aboard on Legends Johto. I'm here for the vibes. I really like the feeling of it. It feels really cool. So, you know, maybe eventually. Going off, see a Gator. Oh, hey, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for hanging out. You have a good weekend. We'll just be here. Oh, Clefairy. Oh, that's right. We can catch Clefairy in the cave here. Kind of a big Clefairy. But, yeah. We'll just be continuing playing Pokemon Blue. Pretty chill. Hopefully, we should be good and chill. So we'll see how everything turns out. Oh, they needed Verse Seeker in Johto? True. You know, your hot take is Galar over Johto. You know, most won't agree. I will say that Galar isn't that bad. Like, Galar is like... The thing is that it's super traditional, I feel like, in terms of a Pokemon game structure. But maybe that isn't what Pokemon needed on the Switch for the first generation at the moment. So, but it's a funny one where it's like, you know, if you know people who haven't been in Pokemon for a while and they're like, hey, I want to get back to Pokemon, I want to try it out again, I have a Switch, what should I get? And, you know, maybe they try out Pokemon Sword and Shield and they end up really liking it because it's like, okay, this is the type of Pokemon I remember, but, you know, with 3D graphics and so on and so on. Yep, it's like, yep, there's a turn-based battles, yep, you go from here to the next thing and so on. And so I feel like it is, like, yeah, it's very traditional, I think. Very traditional Pokemon. But comparatively, when I feel like the Switch was the time to really shake things up and make something new and different. Like we saw with Legends Arceus, like we saw with Scarlet Violet. And so people kind of enjoyed those ones a little better. Gameplay-wise. That's gameplay-wise for Sword Shield. And also Clefairy. Hot take, you think Hoen's mediocre? That is kind of a hot take. Yeah, how self-indulgent Let's Go games were. I think that there was, like, I think that they were the right games to release at the time. Again, they worked. Because they were like the, you know, get the Pokemon Go crowd. It was still during Generation 7, which Generation 7 was kind of just celebrating still the 20th anniversary as a whole. And it looked nice, it was fun, and it was a cool way to, oh, I didn't nickname Clefairy. And it was like, it was a cool way to have the, it was a cool way to have Kanto. I think Let's Go was great and fun, but then again, you know, maybe that is the thing though, because it's like, it's a very safe bet for the first game on Switch. But then after that, with Sword Shield being another safe game, yeah, that's I think why Legends Arceus kind of hit a little harder. Oh, and Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, another safe game, right? So that's I think why Legends Arceus felt much more fun. Well, I don't want to say more fun, but like much more, okay, here's something big and cool and new and different. When the last 3 games on Switch were all like very expected. Yeah, it was, but you think it was mainly because Sun Moon, Ultra Sun Moon was different with no standard games and stuff, but it was the def safe play when they have to, yeah, thank you for opening the road to open area stuff. That, yeah. But I was saying also is that, like, as cool and big as, like, Generation 7 on the 3DS was, is that, like, I feel like there was a good amount of skipping, right? A good amount of people who maybe hadn't played since, like, Diamond and Pearl, Platinum, or Heart Gold, Soul Silver, right? Hadn't played since Gen 4, that ended up coming back to Pokemon on the Switch. So in that sense, they end up getting, like, a really good experience. Because it's like, oh, the Nintendo Switch is the new thing, and look, it's a home console plus handheld console, and look, there's Pokemon on it. Oh my gosh, look, they redid the original games. Oh my gosh, Sword and Shield, and it feels just like Pokemon that I remember. Wow, Diamond and Pearl being remade. And then on top of that, after that is, whoa, Legends Arceus, what is this? And this is like something cool and new. So it's like, you figure if you were somebody in that sense, where you were away from Pokemon, and you didn't get to experience Gen 5 or Gen 6 or 7, and then you come back during the Switch, like, you probably had a great time. But that's not everybody. Just hate the new protagonist arrival, but Red and Blue are still there for some reason. Okay, yeah. That I get. Like, some things were kind of neat how they put Jesse and James in the game. And it was kind of meant to be a little more like a yellow version. But I do kind of agree. Is that I kind of don't get the point in just not having just red, blue, and green as the playable characters. I mean, I get it, but also I don't. So it's a weird remake sequel kind of thing. You're playing Y for the first time since Gen 6, mostly tuning out because it's a monotype run, but you pay more attention when you replay it again. Interesting. Your only major issue with Let's Go are the gym requirements. Took you years to finish the game because anytime you enter a gym, you got turned off by the game forcing you to bring a certain requirement. Do you have to, like, use it in the battle? I think you just have to use it to get inside the gym, right? I can't remember. But even then, what were all the requirements? I forget what the requirements were at each gym. Am I familiar with Nexomon? Yes, I have played Nexomon. What was the one on the Switch? I played it. It was kind of neat. I like the visual style of it. Made another meme in the server. This one is with infamous. Oh no. Being able to ride on an Arcanine was certainly cool. Yeah, I do like that. I like the ride Pokemon system in that game. Now the question is, for Gen 10, do we get safe or something new? You almost think the slightly smaller areas with the freedom and openness like Lumio City, open areas like Paldea. Yeah, more or less. I think... oh gosh, I don't know. Hang on, I shouted it out before, but... I think the open world or open area stuff in Pokemon is interesting, but I kind of just want, like... I don't want to say more traditional, but I want kind of, like, more intentionally designed routes, but still with the free-moving camera. And then, in between, have, like, large sections. I guess kind of like what you're saying, right? Have, like, maybe wild areas in between some of those. Oh yeah, so I was saying is that I kind of brought that up in the video we did with Dusty, on Dusty's channel, about what do these Poketubers want for the next generation of Pokemon? But I feel like they're gonna lean more into the Scarlet Violet style, but just kind of refined. That's what I think for Gen 10. I just hope that they do actually, like, you know, not just like mechanically refined and visually refined. You know, if it comes out feeling exactly like the update for Scarlet and Violet, then I think we're good. And if it looks better than Legends EA, I think we're good. And then aside from that, you know, hopefully like the other gameplay stuff is like pretty good as well. I think that it is gonna feel a little more like Scarlet and Violet, I feel. Maybe not full open, well maybe full open world. I think maybe they just need to section off a bit more here and there. Yeah, I don't know. I will really have to think. You do think Gen 10 is going to be open? Yeah. Keep in mind that believe Gen 10 will be games with the most amount for development, or most amount of time for development, but you're not certain. Oh yeah, I can't remember what it is. It's probably close. Because I feel like we know that there was kind of like a shift in the timeline of games being released. So, you know, maybe that did give him some more time. Oh, he asked a friend what Pokemon game he would recommend. They said Legends Arceus, so he's like, okay. I mean, that's a good one. I would, like, me personally, I would say, right now, you haven't played Pokemon. Let's say you've never played Pokemon. You've never played Pokemon. You own a Nintendo Switch. You want to try it out. I might just recommend Sword Shield going into Legends Arceus. And then Scarlet Violet. I might just recommend that chunk there. Of like, here, you know, if you want to get in. I don't know. Would I still do that? I feel like what? Sword Shield I think is like a really good starting point. Because it's like before, I would always say like, generally, hey, if you want to get into Pokemon, just get the newest game. But now that we do have stuff like remakes and stuff with Legends and Let's Go, like those are cool, but I feel like maybe those shouldn't be a first game necessarily because they're atypical. Gen 10 is going to be the first new gen Pokemon games to be developed after Legends Arceus. Maybe we'll see more Legends mechanics implemented better compared to how Scarlet Violet. That is true. Yeah, because Scarlet Violet and Legends Arceus were like done simultaneously. So you're right. Now they're going to have the feedback of like the Switch basically. You want them to rework the progression system. Oh, as gyms are stagnant, you feel like we can do better things in games than gyms. I think they could, but it's like, here's the thing. Everything is just gyms. Island trials are just gyms. What do you call it? Oh no, I'm using Leer, not Tackle. Island trials are just gyms. Titan battles, or not Titan battles. Noble battles are just gyms. What do you call it? The ranked trainers in Legends EA, they're just gyms. It's always gyms. Okay, Green. I'll head back to work. We'll rewatch it later. Hey, thanks for popping in and saying hi. Have a good time then. You only hope that the shiny sparkle is like Legends Arceus or ZA. True. Okay, Sword Shield gives you traditional feel, then Arceus shakes it up. Scarlet Violet brings all those elements together and experience one of the most praised gimmicks with ZA later. Yeah, I think that's exactly kind of it. Is that I think that the Switch has a pretty strong lineup. I wouldn't say that these are all necessarily the best games. Maybe. I really do like Legends Arceus. Legends Arceus is still one of my favorite ones, but I feel like that... I know people had that as their first game, their first Pokemon game, and I think that's cool, but I wouldn't recommend it as the first one to try. Because if you try it out and really, really like it, and then find out that the rest of the franchise isn't like that, then it's like, ooh, well. Also, Arthur is close to evolving. If they give us a retro collection, there might be options for the game to try first. Oh, yeah. That's the thing, like, the very first Pokemon games are... I don't want to say they're hard to recommend. And, like, people can definitely play them all in chronological order, and that'd be really funny. But I almost wonder, like, how well they work. Because, again, you have to be in that mindset of, like, alright, this game is 30 years old. This game is 30 years old. Let me get in the mindset of, like, you know, realizing limitations and so on. Which, you know, I think people can. So okay. Man, that's like a whole other discussion. There's so much in chat, though, but, like, basically, I'll say this. So I watched this other video that got recommended to me, where this woman who normally makes book content on YouTube, like, you know, does book reading, or reads books and then does videos about it, right? And basically, dang it, I gotta pull it up and I gotta credit her or something. But basically, every month on Patreon, she does like, oh, you know, her viewers suggest a bad book for her to read, and she reads it, and then does a rant video about it. As a joke, someone didn't necessarily recommend a bad book, but they recommended the novelization of Star Wars Revenge of the Sith. Which, if you know, that is just the best Star Wars book out there. But they're like, okay, the joke is we're thrusting you into a franchise you know nothing about. And she ends up really liking it. And so from there, ends up watching Revenge of the Sith, the first movie. And then goes on about how basically she watched the rest of the Star Wars movies and got into it, having known basically nothing about it. Which I'm like, that is so interesting. Because I feel like sometimes Star Wars can be about as impenetrable as Pokemon, in terms of like being a franchise. And so again, you know, there's the whole thing. Just whenever it comes to recommending Star Wars to anybody, it's like, I always say watch them in the order they came out in. But again, you always have to remind them, okay, listen, the first movie came out a long time ago with very little budget. And also, Arthur's evolving. I really do like this Nita Rhino sprite. Here we go, 2 evolutions. So, in that same sense with Pokemon, is like... I feel like Star Wars... Okay, and again, I was just talking about this video, and this woman enjoyed Star Wars, even though she started with the last movie of the second prequel trilogy, which is a weird place to start. But I feel like most things, like Star Wars, I would always ever recommend anybody to watch Star Wars chronologically. Watch 4, 5, 6, the ones that came out in the 70s and 80s, and then watch 1, 2, 3, the ones that came out in the 2000s. Because it's meant to be that way. Pokemon is different. Because basically every Pokemon game is meant to be a starting point. Aside from, I will say, aside from Legends Arceus, aside from Black 2 and White 2, and aside from Legends ZA. I think those are the 3 that are pretty, and I will say Gold, Silver. Gold, Silver a bit. I will say that those are kind of ones that are more definitively sequels / prequels. And I think you get more out of it, obviously, from experiencing the previous one first. But in the same sense, it's like for me, whenever I recommend Pokemon, I'm like, just play the first game. Or not the first game, just play like whatever's out now. Like whatever game is on the shelves now, just play it, just buy it. And if you want to go back, you can go back. But keep in mind those games came out back then. Because, yeah, I don't think I would ever be like, oh, you want to get into Pokemon? Okay, play the first game that came out. And play that as your first game. And it's so interesting, too, because it's always like, man, you know, you think about what do people like about Pokemon the most, and how are you gonna end up enjoying it? Man, it's like such a weird thing. But I will say at present, if you ask me today, how do I recommend you get into Pokemon? That's my answer. If you have a Switch, just play Sword Shield Legends Arceus, and then Scarlet Violet. That was a long tangent. IDK about Switch being a good place to start. A lot of people you talked to told me they got back in with Switch and dropped Pokemon after they didn't like the game. And those were longtime fans. It's interesting, because like, I don't want to say the opposite for me, but kind of is the opposite for me. So it really does end up being all like anecdotal, because again, you know, people I know who are like, hey, I haven't played Pokemon since the DS. Can I get into Sword Shield? I'm like, yeah, you totally can. And they play it and they love it. So it's like, man, it really is just kind of different for everyone. Yeah, exactly. It's hard for you to recommend people Platinum, but then tell them you have to find and buy a working DS, that they have to find the game to be pricey and play. Exactly. And that's the thing too, is because like I feel like a lot of stuff does kind of have to be enjoyed on original hardware, if at all, or official ports, because it's like, you know, it adds that layer of like, hey, here's like, because like as much as like I think, you know, playing like emulation and other things are like great and accessible, they kind of do, like, if you're not careful, it can be like, oh, well, let me just hold the speed up button. Oh, well, let me just add in this little mod. Let me just add in this. And then if things feel weird, it's like, well, it's because you did it weird. Did I ever read the Extended Universe books? For Star Wars, I haven't read a whole lot. Depends on the person. Yeah, it depends on the person which Pokemon game they should start with. Yeah. I may ask, do you think that if the series existed back then, Black 2, White 2 would be a Legends game instead? Because you feel like they would. Oh, if the Legends series existed? I don't know. Because that one is like more of a direct sequel. And I feel like Legends, kind of the main appeal to Legends is that like they've had years between the original game and then the game that is like meant to follow it up. So no, yeah, I feel like it would still remain like a direct sequel. I don't know if anyone else did this, but you started with the games that you would have most likely to started with if you did grow up with the mainline games, which for you was Diamond. That's an interesting take also. That is an interesting take, because I guess, you know, well, that's like a good follow-up question of like, did you have a 3DS at that, or not 3DS, did you have a regular DS at that time? Because then it probably has like a good similar feeling of like, you know, let's say you had a DS and you played, say, Mario and so on, all the other games on DS, but you never played Pokemon. But if you go back and start like Pokemon from the DS games, I feel like you would kind of have a similar kind of nostalgia, at least, in that, okay, yeah, this is how DS games were, and this feels like something I would have played back then. That's an interesting way of looking at it. Team Rocket grunts are terrifying from Gen 1 sprites, maybe because they're holding a whip. Yeah, they do look kind of freaky. Alright, man, we're we're taking some hits. I really want to get my other Pokemon evolved. Yeah, speaking of books, are you going to review the Pokecology book? I think I might get it. I don't know if I'll do a review. It would be a good, it'd be a good short. But that's the thing, I don't know if I would want to, because as cool as it is, I feel like I gotta start being careful with how much stuff I get. Not necessarily like, oh, don't spend money, but just, you know, stuff that's taking up space. Yeah, if you want to go back, you go back. That's the approach, oh, you took towards Zelda and Metroid. Oh, it makes sense as a Gen 1 kid. That is an interesting one, too, because I've kind of, like... I don't know if I would necessarily want to get into Zelda, but I have asked some people, like, hey, by chance, if I wanted to get into the Legend of Zelda series, what should I play? And I'd gotten, quite a few different answers. Okay, yeah, we can do this. We got just a bunch of rocket grunts just hanging out in the cave. Oh, you had a friend who didn't like Pokemon, but Arceus interested them, but they wanted to play Scarlet Violet first. You know, if they did, they wouldn't like it, so you got them Arceus first, and they ended up loving both. Okay. Yeah, also Pokemon's more enjoyable if you have friends to play with, so it's best recommended a game you can play with them. Yeah, that one's true, too. And this is a big Raticate, actually. So it needs a big man to solve it. But yeah, that is the thing, is like, I think Pokemon is most memorable for me when, like, oh, we get the game when it came out, and we played it alongside each other, we get to update, and we get to battle in between while we're also still going through the gyms. That's cool. Like, even Legends Arceus being a single-player game, that one I played alongside two friends. And we all kind of, like, would catch up and be like, hey, you know, how far are you, or you know, how you liking the game. And actually, oh, that's pretty bad, because his big man just outright fainted. He could not be fast enough. Man, I don't want to go all the way to the start of the cave. Especially because, dang it, but I kind of need my War Turtle back. Big man, no. Yeah, we gotta do that. We gotta heal. And, you know, I think I could get more potions. At least we beat some people in the cave. At least we beat some people in the cave to get some money. But yeah, you know, another really interesting thing is, okay, when was this? This was a year ago at this point. When I went to the movies with some friends, and I was wearing my Pokemon shirt. And then the cashier, when I was getting my foods, which, okay, it was a really quiet day. And so, not that it was taking us a while, but, you know, we were kind of hanging. Oh, no, that's right. So this was when I still had my crutches. So I needed all my friends to carry my snacks for me. So I was waiting on them. And I was waiting on them to get all their snacks and so on. So the point is I was kind of hanging out, waiting there at the front. And I was wearing my Pokemon sweater. And then the cashier, like, asked me, it's like, oh, or said something about it. It's like, oh, I like your sweater. I was like, oh, cool, thanks. And she says something like, you know, or I'm actually playing Pokemon for the first time. And, or something like, or how did she say it? She said something like, I started getting into Pokemon. I'm playing Gold version now, or something like that. And I was like, oh, cool, yeah. So on and so on. How are you liking it? Yada, yada, yada. You know, not all that much. I didn't stop. And here I am going to the Pokemon Center, not the market again. But obviously I didn't stop for like a full conversation and interview, right? But I am curious because it's like, and she was, you know, I don't know, 20-something, right? But it's like, well, being a 20-something and having not played Pokemon until now, and kind of, I don't know what she started with. I assume she started with the original games then, and was on to Gold version. But now I'm like really curious. I'm like, I wonder what that experience is like, and I kind of want to be. I'm curious of like, you know, what game she moved on to next, or how she enjoyed it. Because it's like, oh, you know, you don't really see that all that often. And again, a curious case, because it's like, again, me, that's what I would recommend. Like I said, if you have a Switch, if you have a Switch, which maybe you do, or even if you don't, you can get a Switch for $200, easy. You can get Pokemon for $30. And then, well, actually, maybe don't buy a Switch right now, because the Switch 2 is like the console. But yeah, it's such an interesting topic. Such an interesting topic. Although I assume she was probably playing the games on PC then, rather than like getting a $100 or $80 Game Boy Color, and then getting a cartridge that costs just as much. It's the same. Yeah, it's the same for like Kingdom Hearts. Also explaining to the other Rockets is a nightmare. LMAO, yeah. But even those games, either you play in number order or actual story-based order. Tons of options. Oh, that's right. That's one that does like prequel kind of games too. So my experience with Kingdom Hearts is like a really weird one, where I think I have played one Kingdom Hearts, or no, two. No, one. I played 358 Days Over 2. And that's the only one I played. I actually did buy the original on PlayStation, and I kind of played through a little bit of it, and I think I'll keep going at some point. But because I figure, you know, if I'm gonna try these games at all, that's probably a better place to start. Of like, well, I have a PlayStation 2 already, and the game is like $12, because that's one series that like is very aggressive in re-releases and remakes of their games. So the originals are able to stay like really well priced. So like I said, if you can, like I was saying about the retro game store that I live by, if while I'm out, if I decide to walk to buy some groceries, I can just walk into the retro game store and be like, oh, Kingdom Hearts, cool, $12, yeah. Sure, I'll try it out. I need to get back to it. I need to get back to it when I get a chance. But I was like, okay, this is kind of neat. But at the same time, I was like, ooh, these controls feel kind of weird. But I still think that that's probably a better place to start of just the first game. But right, don't like the collections that they release later for like PS4 kind of have a little more kind of all-encompassing. Yeah, I played the weirdest. You played the weirdest one. Good game, but weirdest. You always recommend people play Kingdom Hearts. Oh, BBS. That's Birth by Sleep, right? Or Kingdom Hearts 1. Either one is fine to start. 2 will be peak easy top 3 games for you. Ooh, okay. Yeah, so the only reason it was one of those games that I think because it was one of the, I think 358 Days Over 2 was because it was on the DS, and I actually think my brother got it for Christmas one year. Kind of maybe because it was like, I don't know, maybe we saw the commercials on TV and maybe he wanted to get into it. I can't remember if he asked for it or maybe he was given it. Point is, he had that game on DS. And that was mine. Because from all my siblings, I end up just taking all their video games when they don't want them anymore. So that is the one I played because it was like, it was just there. And even then, I think that was one of the only ones on DS anyway, because like, we were all like super, you know, DS and big on those. Yeah, if you can get the collection and wait for it, it usually comes down from $9.99 to $39.99 for every game, which is a deal. Ooh. Oh, every game. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, and I'm assuming a good amount of the ones in between it then. Yeah, because so when I used to work at a video game store, we would get so many of those in, like so many of the collections in at a time, and they would be priced for maybe $20. And this, I think, okay, this was before 3 came out, so it was the collection up until then, right? But even then, it was like accessible. That is the thing. For as big as that franchise is, and as much as people probably discuss of like, oh, how do you even get into it? I think it is one of the most like monetarily accessible, which is like really nice. It'd be really cool if more games were like that. All right, Guinevere, you're getting to level 16 right now. But yeah, Kingdom Hearts did always seem like a neat one. When I get the chance, I will try to play more of it. And again, just because I have them. And I think mostly I ended up getting it on PlayStation because I was kind of on a little bit of a retro kick. When I was like trying to get a few more GameCube games for my GameCube that I retrieved and set up. And so I have a PlayStation 2 also. Okay, now disable. So again, that was the reason, because it's like, well, super easy. And look, a cool physical game, and I can put on the shelf, and I can actually play it on the console. Gotta get out of here. Oh, level 12? Let's see if we can't just knock it out with you. How much does... Okay, that does decent enough. Okay, yeah, it gives you 10 experiences, and they were the final mix versions, which is the finished version. And Japan... Oh, yeah, Japan used to only get... So it has extra content just included, just because +3, which is the last one. Okay. So, but basically just like, that's the one you buy, and you have pretty much everything you need. Nice. And again, like I said, it's really cool that for that one they do stuff like that. Yo, a shiny Voltorb? No way. That's true. Alright, now we're evolving. Let's go. Okay, but it doesn't have the 3 DLC, but that usually goes on sale too. Okay. Yeah, I assume, because that's like the newest one. And I say newest one, but when did that come out? By this point, that was more than 5 years ago? Oh, wow. Everything turned blue for Smog. Have I ever caught a full odd shiny? Yes, I have. Wait, 8,000? Okay, when was it changed from 8,000 to 4,000? Guinevere's evolving here. Let's get this. Nice. Oh, yeah, okay. Look away from me. Here, let me save. But yes, I have caught a full odd shiny then. Because my first shiny was in Pearl version, which was a shiny Wooper. And I still have the shiny Quagsire that became. Alright, we gotta vote for Fossil. I'm gonna read through chat a bit. I'm gonna catch up on chat, but let's make a quick poll for which Fossil I should get. Which Fossil should I choose? Dome and Helix. I don't think we're gonna end up using it, but let me at least start the poll because we got some chat to read up on. Not Pokemon or Kingdom Hearts. Oh, but one of your other interests. Okay, PMMM. What is PMMM? Has a general agreed upon starting point of the original series, but oh, then the movie sequel, then the movie on to anything. Oh, then move on to anything else you want. Wait. Oh wait, hang on. I'm trying to think. I feel like I've seen that acronym before. PMMM. PMMM. PMM. How many M's? But okay. So I guess that has a lot. So a starting point, generally agreed upon, starting the original series, the movie sequel, then move on to anything else. Okay, so at least it's like, here's a starting point and then branch off. Oh, because 80% of franchises spin-offs. Okay, that makes sense. Oh yeah, and we have a trailer for 4. They've been quiet ever since. It pains you. I guess they need their time. Okay, I remember when it came out, and then when the trailer came out. And Gen 6 doubled the odds. Okay. Which I think is interesting. Kingdom Hearts overall is your favorite game franchise. Like, it never made me think Disney plus Final Fantasy could work, but damn, it is good, and the game is fun, even to the point that you made your fiance play. Ooh. Gotta get everybody in on it. See, that's the thing. I just need, like, the time and the push to, like, get back to it, but right now I just got a lot of other games I gotta play. But again, from 358 Days Over 2, again, the only one I played, I really liked it. I thought it was cool. It's like, okay, the combat's really neat. I like the feeling of it. I like the tone and the vibe. I like the characters. But again, I'm saying that as, like, jumping right into this point in the franchise and, like, just not having too much context of the others. So I think that's funny. Praise Helix. Praise Lord Helix. Oh, Madoka? Okay. Oh, it's Puella Magi Madoka Magica. Okay. That's right. Yeah, what is going on with the pixels in the middle? Fossil sprites? Yeah, what is going on? They do look a little weird. Alright, quick poll. I'm going to end it now. We're going to choose the Helix. Okay, yeah, that one's the Helix. Don't really care about the Twitch Plays Pokemon lore, but you always prefer Almost Star to Kabutops. Personally, I kind of like Kabutops better, but I mean, not that it matters too much in this, at least, because again, I don't even think we're gonna get to revive it. Okay, there's nothing here, right? Let me not jump over any ledges before I get everything that I need to from up here. This is like Mega Punch or something. Okay, we can't battle you till later. And we can catch Pokemon in there later. Cool. We made it to Cerulean City. Which actually, I'm realizing, like, oh gosh, I'm so far into the stream. Will I even get to Battle Misty? No, I think I can get to Battle Misty. In this stream, at least. You think it's funny as you enjoy... Yeah, you enjoy and make content on Pokemon, but you would take Kingdom Hearts and even God of War over Pokemon, play tons of fighting games, lol. I would say... What would I say is my favorite game series? I guess Pokemon. I think hands down favorite franchise. But again, I'm like, man, I really do like Yu-Gi-Oh! I really do like Star Wars. Those are also neat. Oh, we can just battle her right now, right? Well, let's get some training in and get everybody here. But, you know, okay. So, crack theory? Crack content? Okay. So, I'm just gonna say this. Imagine if you will, because, like I said, I have not fully gotten into Kingdom Hearts, but I think it's neat. And I had the thought, what if you imagine if Pokemon had a type of Kingdom Hearts-esque game. In terms of concept and story and whatever, right? So, obviously they're not going to do it, but it would be such a good, cool fan content idea of, like, you know, people coming up with their own fan regions or fan games and so on. Do this. It's Pokemon Stars, and the premise is you play as a human, and your buddies are talking Pokemon, a la Mystery Dungeon. There, that's it. Just do that. Imagine. Like I said, I don't know enough about Kingdom Hearts necessarily to get too much into it. But, wouldn't that be kind of neat? Like, that basic premise. And then you can kind of lean more into some of the action RPG elements in Pokemon. Some of the real-time battle stuff that we see with the Mega Evolutions, the Rogue Megas, stuff that we see with the Noble Pokemon. You can make, like, a really interesting story, bring back some characters from across the franchise, kind of Pokemon Masters style a little bit. Have interesting ways of including other Pokemon. I don't know. Give the main character, or not main character's buddies with, I don't know, an Indeedee and Fracture. Get your Mage and your Knight. I don't know. Pick any Pokemon you want, basically. But what if? What if? It gives you a chance to bring back a talking Pikachu, kind of in the place of Mickey, maybe. Have a talking Pikachu. Not Detective Pikachu, but give him a different hat. I don't know. It's a thought. Also, rival battle. Let's go. Here, let me see what you caught, Josh. Here, let me catch up on chat a bit. Yeah, you must have Pokken. Oh yeah, yes sir, give me Pokken 2. I think that's one that does deserve to come back. A Pokken 2. Oh yeah, the poll that I made last week, or sorry, earlier this week, where I asked everybody what kind of spin-off game do you want to see get another series? And a lot of people said Pokken. I agree. I enjoyed it. I thought it was cool. I'm not good at fighting games, right? But I think Pokken 2 would be cool. I did stream Pokken a good amount back when it was like the most recent game, or Pokken on Switch specifically. Actually, I think I streamed on Wii U, but those were like the really old streams where they were on Twitch and they were with a webcam pointed at my TV. So, and those do not exist. They're gone. They don't exist anymore. You know nothing about this Lord Helix, but you're sure that Team Sky would hate it? Wrong. Team Sky does not exist. Wrong. No, but yeah, the Twitch Plays Pokemon was forever ago. Yeah, Eric, what are your thoughts on Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories? I haven't played a lot of the video games because I'm really into the card game most of all. And that's the thing. I know, like, anytime I'll bring up Yu-Gi-Oh! It's like nothing against any of the video games because I know a lot of them are good. But I have not played I've basically played none of the video games aside from Master Duel. Because you know, Master Duel is just a TCG. And the anime, I need to keep watching more of the anime. There's a lot I haven't watched of it, but I do also like it. And there's a lot of it I need to rewatch, honestly. Bruh. Yeah, Lord Helix originated from the Twitch Plays Pokemon. Exactly. What's up, y'all? Hey, how's it going? Just playing some Pokemon Blue. Yapping about, I don't know, basically anything. Right now, I guess, yeah, Pokemon, or Pokken Tournament. Yeah, for Pokken, all it needs to do is lock in on either field fighting, like Arena Fighter, or the Tekken side scrolling fighter, as the phase can be taken out, but the selection of mons could be crazy. Yeah, that is the other thing, is that, like, now we don't have, yeah, Gen 8, Gen 9, and if you come out with a Pokken game now, or after Gen 10, you're going to get to include Gen 10 also. That's the main thing I was kind of surprised about is, I mean, I think a good amount of Pokemon got into it, like as a playable roster and as the assists. But there is so much more that you can add also. I think it was neat too that they ended up like bringing the other characters. What does more, Scratch or Poison Sting? I think Scratch technically does more. Remember being so excited for Pokken, but then, oh, never actually got it until last year when you found it for like $10 on the Wii U. Ooh, nice. Yeah, that was one I did get when it came out. And I remember, I remember when it came out. So, I went and got it. I was still in school, but I didn't have school that day. So I went and got it and came home and just played it. Oh yeah, and because I was home, that's right. Because I was home, I was the only one, well, not the only one home. That was when my baby, or my sister was a baby. So just, my assignment was, Josh, can you stay with the baby today? Sure. Let me just go to Starbucks and get my video game really quick this morning on this nice Friday. And then I'll come home and I'll do that. Also, this is still a Bulbasaur? So that was a fun day playing Pokken the day it came out. for me. What year did it come out? Was that... What year did it come out, actually? Feel like you're staring into the past? We are! The 30th anniversary of Pokemon. Just enjoying some Pokemon Blue version. As you can see, because the game is blue. Smash Bros. Needs more Pokemon fighters. It's insane to me that Gen 3 and 5 don't have reps in Smash. Like, it's weird to say, because there are already, like, a lot of Pokemon fighters, but the thing is that, like, with over 1,000 Pokemon, technically Pokemon... Okay, relative to the franchise, Pokemon is one of the most underrepresented in Smash. It has a lot of representation in Smash, but technically it is underrepresented in terms of, like, possible player, or possible fighters. Items in battle? Bruh, I know... Hang on, we just need to we need to lock in and get everyone else, leveled up a bit more. Yeah, Red and Blue came out in 1996. That's true. But this version, actually, no, they didn't. Red and Green came out in 1996. And then Blue came out 90... What year did Blue come out? Basically, the ones... Red and Blue actually came out in 98. So technically, this game is not 30 years old. This game is 28 years old. But, you know, it's close enough, right? Yeah, Blaziken. We could get Blaziken in there. The thing is that, like, I don't know how... Actually, no, I can't say that, because I was going to be like, I don't know how well we could do starters in this game, because we already have the Pokemon Trainer. But then I realized, like... Okay, but Pokemon Trainer is so good with the gimmick, because you can include, like, 3 starters at different stages. But then I realized Greninja's just there by itself. without, you know, without, like, any Fennekin or Chespin evolutions in there at all. Because that's right, because that came out in the game where they're like, no, we don't want to do the triple Pokemon, we want them all to be separate. And then they go back to having them all in one. Someone say Blaziken for Smash, let's go. That would be kind of neat. It is, well, oh yeah, and Incineroar. Incineroar is another starter that's just there by itself. Knowing Nintendo, they probably put, like, Zoroark for Gen 5. That's not a bad choice, I don't think, really. For Gen 3, the starter... Oh, any of the starters could work. Oh yeah, that's true. Like, any of the final evolution. Because that's the thing, I think they all have, like, some kind of neat potential fighting styles. And you know, it also kind of makes me think of Pokken, right? How... what do you call it? How Sceptile and Blaziken are in Pokken. Swampert? No, Swampert's not in it, huh? Yeah. But Sceptile is a really cool one in Pokken also. Man, whenever you need something better than Scratch. Because meanwhile, otherwise, like, Arthur with Horn Attack goes kind of crazy. Actually, hang on, didn't I get a Moonstone inside the cave? We could evolve one of these already. But I want to keep them, right? Hang on, because they stop learning moves if you evolve them. Is that the case? Oh, Nidoran versus... Oh, wait. Nidorino versus Nidoran. See, yeah, Horn Attack is just better. He outdated Gen 1 mechanics. See, I can't remember. There's just so much that I don't remember of, like, how this game works. Hang on. I need these guys to get more experience. I need them to get more experience. And then I guess we'll go back to Big Man, because Big Man kind of can't really do much to Misty's Pokemon. Rattata. I think... Hang on. I think we can catch a Bellsprout over here? In the grass? me out for Alligator for Smash, but it has the ZA Mega Meter, so you can Mega Evolve mid-fight, kind of like Cloud's Limit Break. That'd be kind of neat. You can do the big chomp also. There we go. Yeah, all I hope for is that when it comes to Pokken 2, please give me Infernape. You don't even have him in Unite. Oh, he's not Unite. Unite has a pretty big roster, too. Like, a pretty wide range of Pokemon. Infernape would be neat. So that's the thing. Infernape, well, I'm trying to think. Yeah, because he'd have a different fighting... Could have a different fighting style than, like, basically everyone. Basically everyone, right? I'm trying to think, because... Okay, can you, like, let me out, Atkins? Okay, there. Is that Nidoran named after what you think? Yes, we gotta throw in legends in here. Actually, yeah, we should get Big Man. Some more experience. Unite is, like, really popular, isn't? Your brother plays it a lot. I don't play it all that much, but I know a lot of people do really play it and enjoy it. It's just because, like, I'm not a MOBA guy. Which is odd, I guess, considering things. Because, you know, I feel like it's hard for me to get into MOBAs because of the pace. Because I'm like, I really like turn-based games, or let me, you know, get in there with some action. And then MOBA's like, not weirdly in between, but sort of-ish. Maybe I just need to try it again. I would like to try some more Pokken. Imagine Mega for Alligator and Pokken with the combos with his battling moves. Yeah, just do a big chomp. Some punching, some little chomps, big chomps, tail swipes. Hang on, I gotta double check. Does for Alligator's tail get bigger or longer with the Mega? I thought I remembered that being like a thing. Or am I crazy? No, it's about the same length. Oh. Reliving. A Fury Attack and Bite are level 29 moves. It probably isn't worth waiting to evolve a Nido. Oh wait, no. I was supposed to switch. Really? Man, I gotta look it up. I gotta look up their stuff, their stats, basically. Or their moves that they learn. Because I think the big thing with the Nidos is that the TMs that they can learn, right? I believe that was the case. Pokemon is really starting to branch into other games. Would be cool if Pokemon Home could transfer to other games like Unite, Sleep, Cafe Mix. It would be cool, but I feel like it'd be just an extra step of the nightmare. Of like just having your Pokemon go all over, and I don't want to say potentially losing them, but kind of. Because I feel like it could be that case of like, you know, because I don't want to say the transfer process takes a while in a Pokemon game, but I feel like there is that potential of like, well, okay, what if you keep a Pokemon in Home, and then every Pokemon game can communicate with Home? And so without like fully transferring it, but it still like connects to Home in a way, and gives your Pokemon, I don't know, experience, ribbons or whatever. I don't know. Because otherwise it's like, hypothetically, it would be kind of neat. Where it's like, oh, my Pokemon... Okay, because, you know, look at it, it's like fully immersive. You live in the Pokemon world, you have your Pokemon buddy, and you take them across the world to do basically, you know, all these cool fun things. And it's the same Pokemon, and that's the magic of it. Yeah, I feel like the main problem with games like Unite or Cafe is that they don't... Oh, you don't really own Pokemon in those games, at least not in the same way as other games. Yeah, okay, that's true. Because they're always like Pokemon that you hire, or that you rent, or that work with you or for you for something, you know, in lore. And I feel like that's probably why they do that, because, you know, you can't necessarily... Maybe because you can't transfer stuff. Again, the roster would... Yeah, it could be crazy. Oh yeah, like obvious, the Hitmones. And you throw a Blissey in there, Ceruledge, Hawlucha, Golisopod, Arcanine, Urshifu, and then do middle stages like Duat 2, just bangers. Ooh. Yeah, I feel like there'd be like the nightmares of Urshifu in there. But Hawlucha definitely deserves it, especially with the Mega Evolution, because then we get to see that in Pokken. That's the thing, is the Pokemon in Pokken look so good. Like, visually, you know, their models look really good. So what do you think Champions is doing? Champions won't hold Pokemon, but you can still use Pokemon in home. Okay, so something like that. Prefer it that way, but just let us use our box Pokemon. Yeah, kind of like the, what do you call it? Like the battle box system that they started using. No, can only get a limited number of each, especially... Oh, you can only get a limited number of each species in Cafe. Okay. I played Cafe for about an hour or two on a stream, and then I haven't really done much else with it. You can become a top leader in Team Rocket. That's what I want. Okay, yeah, I feel like you can get a Bellsprout in the grass down here. Imagine if they released a mobile game based on contests that you could use Pokemon stored in home. That'd be neat. Or, that's the thing, I feel like maybe contests should have just, like, stuck around in, not every game, but, you know, maybe they should have been there in every game. Yeah, literally the thing is Pokemon has the ability to make games like Pokken 2 and just keep it running forever. Almost like Xenoverse 2 by just adding new characters and side stories. Yeah, that's not wrong. I was so surprised too, because they only... Okay, because we had Pokken on the Wii U. Then we had Pokken DX on... What do you call it? We had Pokken DX on Switch. And that one, I feel like, did need to come out as a separate game on Switch, because just, you know, the whole Wii U and Switch thing going on. But that they used as a chance to add in all of the extra characters. But then after that, they were like, okay, we're doing DLC for Pokken, and it was 2 characters, Blastoise and Aegislash. And then nothing else beyond that. Which, that was really surprising. Okay. I need to look up Misty. Does Misty... Do her Pokemon have any Psychic-type moves? Let's see. As if they do... hang on, I don't think they do. No, they don't. Okay, good. So we can honestly just keep... We can honestly just keep, Arthur as our guy. Get Arthur to, like, level 20, and then I think it just kind of can maybe steamroller with, Horn Attack. Oh, that's what you think is done with Champions? Okay. Yeah, release DLC for Champions that gives us an extensive way to play with our Pokemon, and that lets us participate in contests. Oh, for Champions. I wonder if they would. Because I feel like maybe it's... I don't know, because I feel like Champions is trying to be the more... Here's the competitive... Like, here's the one that you play, and this is where all the competitive stuff is. Because otherwise, like... that would be a really good idea. To just have it as the extra thing of, like... Here's all the, you know, here's all the funny features. Yeah, I feel like Game Freak forgot about contests. I feel like they just don't want to. When, you know, maybe they should. If anything, I would have liked to see them expanded even more so. or maybe even as like alternate ways of progressing through the game. Because I always liked that in the anime, at least, where, you know, you have the contest is like, I think, ongoing alongside with the, was there nothing here? Wow. Along with the main, like the gym challenge, the Pokemon League. Abra! Ooh. Can we? Can we catch the Abra? Wait, no, that's not items. Hey, okay, nice. Mine now. But we can only get him up to a Kadabra. Let's name him Brain. Brain the Abra. Yeah, that is the thing, because in Brilliant Diamond, Shine and Pearl, they did bring back the contest, kind of. But definitely not to the degree that they were. Yeah, that's the plan. Just get Arthur up to level 20. Get Arthur to level 20, and then I think we can take on Misty pretty well. That Bubble Beam from Starmie is gonna be nasty. But we got stuff here. Wow, had to critical hit me back. I think champions might be compared to a Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. He'll do wacky events like Master Duel frequently does. I would hope so. And cool, I should have swapped to Big Man for that. But also, you know, just in general, the fun little battles that they would do in Pokemon anyway, like in the main games. You know, some more variety would be cool also, like different themed events. Like, I remember they did a lot during the 3DS days. I feel like maybe they probably did a good amount on Switch too, but I don't think I was paying too much attention. Yeah, I forgot how silly Machop looked back then. I know. I think it's one of those ones that, like... Because even in this game has a lot of updated sprites. From Pokemon Green version sprites are the craziest. And in Blue, a lot of them are improved and do look really good. But Machop is one that just does not look like what it's supposed to. Yeah, man, that Horn Attack goes really crazy. Or even just, it's probably just also Nidorino's, like, base attack stat at this point, compared to the other Pokemon here. Crazy. I think, too, because we saw Machop in the anime, we saw it in the trading card game, exactly how its proportions are supposed to be. You're decent. Okay, yeah, we can keep going. Definitely we'll get up to... Actually, maybe I should get him to level 22. Because, yeah, we want to make sure that we can really take care of that Starmie. No, Ornix. Because, like... No! Stop! And yeah, the bind also sucks in this game too, because it's just like, alright, you're bound, you can't attack. Just annoying for no reason. Yeah, man, it would go crazy too, like poisoning the other Pokemon and then using bind on them. Because then you just get like crazy damage on them and they don't get to attack you. Because otherwise bind doesn't do that much per turn. But again, add poison, and then we're talking. Oh yeah, the only thing you know is Scarlet Violet banned legendaries and Paradox Pokemon for a season. Yeah. Yeah, but I remember there used to be a lot more events, right? Like a weekend event of like, hey, the rules here are that you have to use that you have to use, oh gosh, what was the name? Pikachu. You have to use Pikachu in your team somewhere. Or one's like, oh, Halloween, so you can only use Pokemon from this specific list, and it's like a bunch of, Ghost type and Dark type and some Bug types also. Oh wait, no, this thing's water, so I can't even do too much to it. Oh gosh. Don't tell me this Slowpoke's gonna take me. Man, that was a crit. I think I just have to use Water Gun on it. And not hit myself in confusion. No. Big man taking hits, and then see. And then Arthur's close to fading. Oh, and Gen 1 doesn't badly poison stack with Leech Seed? Oh yeah. No, it does always, doesn't it? Time to release the starter? No! Hang on. We're almost to Bills. And we're training... Oh, gosh. We're training Arthur right now because he's the one who has most of a chance against Misty. Big man can get his experience later. But yeah, poison should stack with Leech Seed. So yeah, if you do that, if you Leech Seed and poison and bind, that does not sound like a good time. Oh yeah, like if you use Toxic and Leech Seed, the Leech... Oh wait, the Leech Seed damage also goes up over time. Oh, that's what you mean. Oh, that's right. I thought you meant like, can someone be poison and seeded at the same time? But that's right, that's what you meant. In this generation, it's a glitch, right? To where if you Leech Seed and Toxic, because Toxic increases every turn, that Leech Seed increases every turn also. Oh, I forgot about that. So yeah, that's another way. That's another type of busted. Alright, gotta go, but again, congrats, bro. Everyone enjoyed the stream. Hey, thanks for showing up. Thanks for hanging out. It's really cool talking Kingdom Hearts. It's gonna give me that push to like, okay, let me try and like get back to playing this game a little bit every week or so, maybe. Honestly, I need to fix my PlayStation 2 is what I need to do. The lid doesn't close super properly. But hey, thanks for showing up. You have a good one. And I should really be ending stream soon. But I don't want to end the stream without battling Misty. Because, you know, I want to try and make progress in this game. Yeah, because normally I go for about 3 hours. Can we avoid... We can avoid you down there. I'm a cool guy. I got it. Wait, what? This guy. Oh, wait, dang it. We were supposed to lure him out further down so that he could give us that item. That's behind him. But, yeah, you know, good, cool Friday. I'm having a good time with this. I at least like that with Pokemon Blue. I don't want to say that it's a game that you can just kind of, like, autoplay, but kind of. I mean, then again, here I am with, like, my starter having fainted twice this stream. No! Stop! Don't use rap! These Ekans, man. I will say, I feel like the battles go pretty quickly in this game, though. You feel like they would, like, feel longer because of them being older games, but I feel like the animations play pretty quickly. I knew I had to fight you. Me who snuck up on him. Okay, yeah. So I feel like between... I feel like with Arthur and using Horn Attack will be pretty good against all of Misty's Pokemon. Definitely gonna two-shot. Horn Attack is gonna two-shot Star you for sure. Maybe three-shot Star me. Yeah, Ekans looking interesting as well. Yeah, he's got the... Like, some of the Pokemon do just look like actual animals in this game, like Sandshrew here. And someone mentioned it earlier in stream, but when we ran into a Pidgey, same thing. It just looks like an animal. Not even a Pokemon. Yeah, I think that is just the secret. Just get a Nidorino. Maybe I could just evolve it. And then do we just be mean to Misty and just evolve Nidorino right now? Gen 1 learn set for Nidorino. Oh yeah, it only learns Fury Attack and Horn Drill. You're right. Yeah, we might as well just evolve it then. I mean, it would get... Okay, I already got Poison Sting. It only learns Focus Energy, Fury Attack, and Horn Drill. Yeah, I'll just evolve it. Could trade your Nidorino on Route 11 for a fast leveling Nidorina. I could, but I already have. I already have the Nidorina too. And we're moving on up. I'm running out of PP though. Oh wait, but Nidoking gets Thrash at level 23, huh? Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, we're going to stream a little bit longer than usual, because normally we wrap up at 3 hours, but, you know, as a debut stream for this series, might as well just kind of keep going. Can we do... you know, not bad for not very effective. If it'll land. Strange how realistic they made the sprites, but the Sugimori art looks more cartoon style. Wonder if it was Satoshi's intentions to have them be more realistic. I don't know. I think it was just each individual person, because you know for like all the Pokemon games the sprites were done first. But then again, actually this is blue, so I think that maybe they... Okay, so for green they designed all the sprites first, green and red. And then maybe they released the art between green and red and blue version. I wonder. That's all I know. I know that for sure for red and green, the original games, they did the sprites for the Pokemon first, before any art. No! Would you just land a Poison Sting? You know, we have one more Horn attack. Let's just go. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. I'm not Joe. Alright, let's go ahead and save Bill. And then I'll evolve Nidorino to Nidoking. And then Misty doesn't stand a chance. Okay, yeah, there was updated art made for Japanese Blue, like 3-Dot Venomoth. Hiya, I'm a Pokemon. No, I'm not. Call me Bill. I'm a true blue Pokemaniac. Hey, what's up with that skeptical look? I'm not joshing you. I screwed up an experiment and got combined with a Pokemon. So how about it? Help me out here? Sure. When I'm in the teleporter, go to my PC and run the cell separation system. The little walk he does. Josh initiated teleporter's cell separator. There he is. But where's the Pokemon? Yeehaw! Thanks, bud. I owe you one. So, did you come to see my Pokemon collection? You didn't? That's a bummer. I've got to thank you. Oh, here, maybe this'll do. Josh received an SS ticket. That cruise ship, SS Anne, is in Vermilion City. Its passengers are all trainers. They invited me to their party, but I can't stand fancy dues. Why don't you go instead of me? Epic. Yeah, I always think like it's super funny, the series of events for the story in this game. And I don't have a bike yet, so I can't ride my bike. Can't run in this game either. But you know, at least everything looks nice. I will say, the game does look nice. At least, you know, the color versions. But meanwhile, I definitely think that Gold Silver looks better. The sprite, you know, sprite-wise. It's like, this is charming. This is kind of cute. But Gold Silver? It's a different story. Alright, let's use that Moonstone that I found. Right, I did find a Moonstone, right? Yes. Alright, Arthur. It's time for you to become king. Dude, it looks really cool. Yeah, man, it is so funny just how quickly you can just get a Nidoking in this game. Nidoking or Nidoqueen. It's like early on, catch the Nidoran. They evolve at only level 16. And then you get a Moonstone basically for free inside Mount Moon. Alright, let's get some more potions. We have some Pokeballs to probably catch stuff I'll need. And let me pick up some repels now. Okay. We should be good. And I really do need to train everybody else up, but for the moment, Misty's going to be a bit of a... not a challenge, but just the fact that Brock was a cakewalk, and then Misty... or Brock was a cakewalk with the starter. Misty, not so much. The swimmer wants to fight. Horsey. Yeah, just like how big he is. Horn attack. Horn attack. Horn attack. We'll just horn attack everybody and everything. And he's only level 21 also. Oh yeah, no wait. Oh no, I forgot. We're gonna take super effective damage from all the water. Uh-oh. Oops. Dang it. Maybe I should have evolved it. No. Well, we have more attack, right? More attack stats. But that's right. The Bubble Beam is gonna kill us. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No, surely. Surely we will just overpower her. We will just beat Misty easy. Right? Here I was like, oh man, do they have psychic moves? I hope they don't, you know, don't hurt me because I'm a poison type. And meanwhile, I forgot that I become Growl. Yeah, Goldeen looks snobby. True. I do really like Goldeen's sprite in this game. It's so funny. The fish is standing. Alright, level 22. We're looking good. Yeah, I like it, yeah. Yeah, a lot of the sprites in this game are, like, really fun. Okay, like I said, surely we just use Brawn instead of Brain. Also, Misty's sprite looks very... I don't want to say not like Misty. But it's the fact that her hair looks dark compared to her who, you know, them who are more redheads. But let's start the battle. Hi, you're a new face. Traders who want to turn pro have to have a policy about Pokemon. What is your approach when you catch Pokemon? My policy is an all-out offensive with water-type Pokemon. That's not good. The guy with a ground type. Misty wants to fight. I like too how it says they want to fight, not that they want to battle. Alright, Arthur. Here's the plan. You two-shot Staryu. Easy. You live this water gun. Okay, you two-shot the Staryu. Do I heal him? Misty wants to throw hands. Eating it up. We stay in on Starmie. Don't think I'm faster. Yeah, I'm not faster. Oh, it used Water Gun. Ooh, thank you goodness. Not Bubble Beam, but that still does a number on me. We Horn Attack. and set up for... Oh, that's not going to two-shot it. And I'm going to die in another hit. We swap to Big Man. Tackle. It read it. We Tail Whip. X defend! At least I used Tail Whip. Okay, nullified it, nullified it. Now we Tail Whip again. I'm just gonna stack Tail Whips. And heal Arthur. So that a Horn attack just definitively takes it out. Or maybe we just tackle with Big Man then. Because it's only... I mean, Starmie's only using tackle against me. I lost count of how many that is. But now watch this tackle. Okay. Does she heal? No, she doesn't heal. Oh. Yes! Debuffs, I guess. I mean, that's that. Yep. Big Man. GG. Nice. Wow, you're too much. Alright. You can have the Cascade Badge to show you beat me. Cascade Badge, all one word. The Cascade Badge makes all Pokemon up to level 30 obey. That includes even outsiders. There's more. You can now use Cut anytime. You can cut down small bushes to open new paths. You can also have my favorite TM. TM 11, which is... I don't know. Is that one Bubble Beam? Yeah, it teaches Bubble Beam. Use it on an aquatic Pokemon. Nice. But we'll just get Surf with Blastoise. But nice. Well, that was a good battle, and I think that's about where I want to wrap things up for today, because we are past our time that I normally like to stream. But that was a good first one. We'll do the stream wrap up. We will do the stream wrap up also, because there's stuff we got to. I don't think there was much I needed to check on lines, right? But there were some memes that we had to look at. Definitely. Definitely. 1 second. Let me switch like this. And pull this here. Get this ready. Pull that up. Okay, I don't think there was much that I needed to talk about on Twitter. But I think there were some things on YouTube we gotta wrap up with. So let's move on over to the wrap-up screen. So anyway, hey, 100,000 subscribers. That did happen last week. Thank you all. Let me see on YouTube. Oh no, let's do that. Let's look at the memes first from our Discord server. From Justin Downs. Let's see what you got. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like the look of this. I don't like the look of this already. What is going on? Here, I think... Hang on, I'm blocking some of the caption. What did you do? What? What? Oh, frick, you just got here? We're looking at memes. What is this? What is going on? Yeah, haha, haha, yeah, boy. You-hoo over here. What did you do? Why? I mean, I don't think you're wrong, but... Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, wait, is there still music? Hang on, is the Pokemon music still playing? Hang on, I cannot hear a summary of my stream. You know, let's let it play. Let me know if... it looks like the music's still playing. I need to... Yeah, the music's still playing. Is it okay? You know, we'll keep it. It should not be doing that, though. Oh, it's doing that because the capture card is on this layer. Is on this... Yeah, see? Okay. Yeah, the music's nice? Sure. We'll be switching things up eventually. Yeah, I don't mind. Yeah, okay, we'll keep the music then. Yeah, see, because I forgot the capture card is still in this scene. See, there it is. That's the game we were just playing, but without the nice layout. Pokemon Blue, but all the songs are remixes of the songs. Nice. We need to post this. I feel I need to... No, I can't post this. I can't post this. I can't post this. Alright, we got another meme. Yeah, because Infamous showed up. Oh, here. In the chat. Let me hide the stream ending. No, wait, no. Stream ending. There. Hitting 1K, hitting 2K. They're doing the... That's the scene you were talking about with Sirfetch'd and Lucario. But I think it would be 100K, right? Because Infamous hit 100K a few months ago, and then I hit it this week. But the point remains, I get what you're saying. Let's go. Hang on, I gotta release my avatar, or I gotta like post the PNG of my avatar so everyone can download it and use it for things if they need to. I'll put that in the Discord server. But I thank you. Yeah, those are coming from Justin Dow's in the stream. Nice. Funny. I don't know, man. I don't know. Well, anyway. Let's talk about this. I released a... Oh yeah, we put out the Nurse Joy video, but just Nurse video this week. Thank you. Got another one that we're working on. It is halfway edited, this next video, and it will be up tomorrow. And it is going to be about characters' names in English versus Japanese. It's not going to be like a whole thing. It's just kind of like a little discussion about it. And then I do take a look at the original generation of like all the gym leaders from Generation 1 and some of the Elite Four, and just kind of talk about them. But then also a bit of a discussion of like how, you know, localization, at least in terms of names, not of like the whole thing, and not necessarily like saying, not necessarily saying like, what do you call it? But yeah, like localization's an interesting topic, but at the very least, I kind of personally like the names that they pick, because they're often puns in Japanese, and so when localizing them for other languages, mostly English, they keep the same name, or not the same name, they keep a similar thing where they also give them a pun name. It's interesting. But moving forward, I think maybe that we should just have character names stay the same in every language, just for the sake of being easy. Check the meme. I did, right? Yeah, those are the two things. Yeah, we just did look at the memes. Oh, did you just get back? Yeah, because we just looked at the memes. We have them here. We just looked at them. You can't keep getting away with this. So that's what the next video is about. We're going to be talking about character names in English, or the localized character names. The good, the bad, and my opinions. Like I said, it's halfway edited, or it's about an 8-minute video, and I'm about like 4 minutes through, so I'm gonna finish editing tonight, and it will be up tonight for channel members. Speaking of, I did put out a little vlog for members as well. I will not play the whole thing, but I'll show you a little bit. I'll show you a little bit. So that's what's up. You know, I won't bore you, but basically, I want to try doing more vlogs. We did like a vlog here, but this one's a vlog also of a very liminal space. I hate it. I got so scared watching back the footage when I was editing it, but there's that. And I'm going to try and do more member stuff. Again, just dumb little vlogs, or like a setup tour, or I don't think, maybe I'll do some more commentaries, but I think I'm kind of going to stick to more original effort kind of stuff. And so I will see what else. I have a lot of other, because I try to vlog here and there. I don't always do anything with the footage, but I'm going to really try to actually do something with the footage to post them here. And we'll do some more. I think I'm going to put up a scrapped video soon for the members. A video that I recorded the audio of, but I didn't get to editing because I didn't like how it turned out. But I think I'm going to still release the audio as like a membership thing. So that's what I got. Can follow me online on L Twitter or L Blue Sky. which I actually got set up. Well, not got set up, but I logged in on... Okay, because I switched browsers. I finally switched browsers. I'm using Brave, and oh my gosh, it's so much better. So I'm using Brave, so I logged into everything on Brave now. And as you can see too, I did get an extension to customize my new tab. And then, so it looks really nice. But that's basically all I gotta say. Video tomorrow. Wait, hang on. The new event for Pokemon Masters is out. Hang on. Hang on. Guys, can you believe it? The new event for Pokemon Masters. It's Rika with a shiny Quagsire. I just said it earlier in the stream. The first shiny Pokemon I ever caught was a shiny Wooper, and I still have that shiny Quagsire. So I gotta play through this event. I think it's live now, I believe. So I'm gonna play through it, and I'll do a video on it. And that'll be the next video after we talk about the localized names in Pokemon. Yeah, I can't wait to hear your thoughts on the Masters EX event. Yeah, I haven't played it yet, so I'm gonna play it tonight or tomorrow morning. So that'll be fun. And we'll kind of talk about... Oh, yeah. Yeah, it feels like they'd have normal... Oh, wait. With names like Urbane and Tawny. It does make me wonder why they don't just use names from wherever the game is set. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it looks like the Sentai handoffs. Oh, yeah, when they announce a new series. It's nice that Horizon's using original names for the main cast. Yeah. I mentioned that in the video, too, but I would prefer that. Let's see. Have a problem with overmaking stuff. Tawny Urbane may not be from Kalos. Can't wait. Oh yeah, can't wait to hear your thoughts. Video about Rika's history with the Joshi community would be interesting. I don't know too much about that, but I know a lot of people love Rika, deservedly so. Hang on, can we find the? Hang on, wait, no. Can we find? Remember this? Remember this moment? Where I got called out by Rika from Pokemon Masters. Hang on, let me hide the stream ending. So I'm also gonna bring that up in the video when she called me out in front of everybody to see. This is a whole thing. Like I said, I'll talk about that in the video that I make about Pokemon Masters. But this was a fun moment. So, again, like I said, I have a history with Rika, with this moment, this day on Twitter. And then, like I said, she's just using a shiny Quagsire now, which is one of my favorite shiny Pokemon, and my first shiny Pokemon. Oh, okay, Yume Joshi is basically like who people imagine themselves spending time with. Usually romantically, but not always. Oh, Yamper was top 100 because everyone wants a cute dog. Ah, okay. I mean, I can see why. Hang on, does anyone say anything about... Oh wait, maybe it's in the quotes. So self-insert then, I suppose. But like this was a whole saga. This was the whole saga. When was this? That was 2 years ago, April 30th of 24. So it's just been it's been funny. So I will make a video talking about this event because it's fun. I got some fun history with it. But I should be off. So I should be off because my voice is going. Wait, was there something on? Oh no, that's right. I wanted to tell you guys, scrolling through my retweets. Yeah, so last week after I did the 100,000 countdown to 100,000 subscribers live stream, I went over to my parents because my dad's like, hey, come over here. Hey. And he has a cake for me. So I was just like, whoa. And look at that. It's even Gatorax Blue. And it's Oreo. My favorite. I love Oreo. It's an ice cream cake, actually. So it's Oreo, ice cream, and then, actually cake. So, that's pretty cool. Thank you, Dad. And it was good. I actually still have the leftovers of the cake in my freezer. I might finish it off tonight. Well, we had some of it, and then I left half of it with them, and then I took the other half home. Yeah, oh, how nice of them. I know, like I said, I'm very blessed, very happy. My family are my biggest fans, and I can't get them to stop. And Mom, we should have addressed Mom, because Mom ends up watching the stream pods sometimes. But thank you. So that's basically that's all I got for today. I gotta go because my voice is ending. And I gotta eat some dinner, play some games with the boys, and finish editing that video, which should be up late tonight or early tomorrow morning, depending on what you're at. Thank you. Hey, well, thank you for subscribing. Oh, I can't read that. Thawky? FF, but thank you for subscribing. Probably watching the video, maybe not the stream, but hey, thanks a lot. And also thank you, Larry, for the super chat earlier in the stream. Anyway, I gotta be heading off. Like I said, catch you in a video tomorrow. Catch you in a video immediately after that at some point for Pokemon Masters. And I hope you all have a good time. I can't believe you would do this to me. And I'll see you next week for more Pokemon Blue, which will be in the new month. It'll be February already. Anyway, this is Gatorx. Thanks for watching. Bye. Catch you all later.